to the Altered Perspective, episode 22. And joining me tonight, Pimp Monk, Swegta, and for the first time, we have Basedshaman. Basedshaman, welcome for the first time to the Altered Perspective. How's it going? Oh shit, you're muted.
He's silent.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Thank you for having me, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for joining us here. I've been watching a lot of your streams lately. You do some interesting reaction streams on certain videos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So what would be your best way of summing up what you do on YouTube for those of us that might not be familiar?
Yeah, sure. I talk about a lot of just weird people from the internet. You know, I like weird people. I'm kind of weird myself.
Yes.
So I like weird shit. You know, I like looking at weird. I used to do a lot of like school shooters. I would learn all about school shooters and talk about their lives and everything they've been through. And I always had this idea of helping kids who relate to them. But eventually it all kind of backfired when all this shit started taking off. 2017, man. It's 2018 most. It's fucked up now. So I moved away from it. I just talk about weird people now instead of school shooters and shit.
Yeah. Have you talked about Gayle Schuler ever?
No, I haven't. Who's that?
What? Oh man,
extremely weird.
I'm gonna have to play a throwback tonight because you're about to enter a totally new world.
Okay.
And it's almost deep as the Chris Chan rabbit hole in many ways. Yeah.
Okay.
It goes back about 30 years. So, holy shit, what's going on with my
You broke it.
Dust.
So something happened where the font got turned up really high. It's Dusty the Cockatiel will give you $250 right now. If you let him hang out on the Altered Perspective next week. Okay, well next week I'm going to be at VidCon, but I don't really know how. Can we make it 2 weeks from now, Dusty the Cockatiel? Because I'm going to be at VidCon and I don't know how I'm going to get Dusty in the stream necessarily. But I don't know. Send me another message and we'll figure it out. In the meantime, I guess I have to fix this shit because for some reason my font is insanely huge.
That's a pretty bird, though. I like it.
Yeah. Dusty is a beautiful bird.
The dude's just fucking weird.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude.
Yeah.
That's actually a Dusty I like.
Yeah.
Wow, this is absolute craziness. I do not know what's going on with this. Oh, there it is. Wow. I don't know how that happened, but that was crazy.
Fucking huge.
Yeah. All right. There we go. That's how it should look. All right. So a few quick announcements before we go on with the show. This coming Sunday, Altered Perspective private show. We have to do it in the middle of the month because we're going to VidCon. While I'm at VidCon, I am going to I'm going to do some streams in LA. So there's going to be some content on this channel that you might want to check out. Also, the flag is still up for grabs right now, and I just want to give everyone a quick rundown of where we are. Who is in contention for the flag? And right now, Mr. Six Figs with $120, first place. Queen Tide Pod with... Actually, no. I'm wrong. Queen Tide Pod with $150. Mr. Six Figs with $120. Morton Ulvar with $113. And then, even though he didn't want it, Skeptical Jesus... whoa.
Oh.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Sweet.
Well, unintentionally, I think the owner of Dusty the Cockatiel is now in first place for the flag.
That's a great idea you had about that flag, man.
Yeah, I know. You know what? I just come up with the best ideas ever.
Yeah, you did. Like I didn't do it, you know.
You didn't?
And then
What do you mean? Of course you didn't do it.
No, of course
you didn't do it. You can't match this level of excellence. I'm going to show the flag really quick, just to give everyone the rundown. The highest donor of the month, so from now up until the end of the month, gets the flag. I'm taking the flag to VidCon. I'm going to get all sorts of people to sign it.
Another good idea.
I can't believe a bird has more money than I do.
By the way, I will not be able to be on the Alter Perspective private show because that's when I leave Sunday.
Wow, I look so red.
Yeah, you do. You look like a little fucking Kool-Aid man. Like a midget Kool-Aid man.
So here's the flag.
It's an awesome flag.
Oh, yeah.
And at the end of the month, if you are my #1 donor, just like JKTIM right now is, at the end of the month, you get the fucking flag.
Good shit.
All right, so on with the show.
Onward!
I'm going to get a Gayle Schuler video, but in the meantime, we're going to watch this first video. Let's see what we got here.
Beaches. Sup, beaches.
Beaches.
It's Chad Warden here. Alright, I'm talking about that PS triple. The PS triple. I ain't talking about that Wii. That Wii shit. Shit, people will be talking about how it's all new.
He got that collar
and
pop,
shit.
don't he?
But you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, dude. That was really popular, like, in the early 2000s.
So was this song and this video quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he never was.
I'm trying to say is that, come on now, come on, like that little controller, baby, that looks like a dildo. I ain't trying to play my games with no dildo. Alright, maybe if the game is like,
is he talking about the Nintendo Wii?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
This is back when, like, what was it, like the PS3 and the Xbox 360 were like competing in the video game market, and the Wii was just kind of like slouching behind them in video games.
I'm pretty in games, but I'm pretty sure the Wii was the top-selling console of that era, wasn't it?
Maybe, but like people got sick of it quick though, because it was like it's like a typical, you know, like invite your friends over and have some beers and then play some shitty Wii games kind of console, you know.
I'll tell you what, like, I soft modded my Wii and got pretty much every title ever released because it, you know, it allowed you to just, you know, upload all the ROMs onto an external hard drive, which, by the way, the USB port on the back of the Wii you couldn't use unless you soft modded it. So
actually, I don't know. I guess this is kind of related, but I got my hands on like an RVTH. It's like a debug playtesting version of a Wii. It's really fucking rare. I got it because it has like beta builds of Bully on it, and I fucking bricked it. I don't know how, but I did. But thankfully, unlike the actual official Wii, this one has like a hard drive on the back that you can actually plug into your PC. So I took all the content on the hard drive and transferred it to my PC. So that's like one instance of the Wii actually being fucking useful.
The only reason I still have a Wii is because I soft modded it a long time ago before they put out enough updates to kind of ruin that sort of thing. And I have every Wii game ever on an external hard drive, and a bunch of like burn discs too for it. And there are some good titles out of it, like. Some of it just sucks ass, but there's some good stuff on there here and there.
But the controller looks like a dildo. So
a dildo.
Yeah. You know,
Dildo.
WarioWare.
So what is it? What about when it's the nunchuck? Then is it two dildos connected together?
Yeah, a nunchuck dildo.
You know that's out there. You know that nunchuck dildos exist.
Oh yeah, of course.
If you Googled nunchuck dildo, I guarantee you.
I imagine they're using porns.
Game, yeah. I don't know if there's any mini games where, you know, you have to shove it up your ass. But come on now, the Wii? People trying to say that the PS3 copied the Wii with the motion center. I don't give a fuck. Shit, the Wii, you know what they should copy? They should copy how to get good games. They should copy how to get good games from the PS3. Everyone knows is that PS3 make the best games. Nah, I mean, nigga. I mean, come on. You got those games when you got Wii, or you got Legend of Zelda, where you walk around with a little bitch.
Like, this is the type of dude I would avoid having a conversation with at lunch break in like 8th grade.
This reminds me of like a rambling fool I would run into walking downtown Seattle. And like they can't finish their sentences and extremely poor grammar. You know,
it's like the audience then.
Oh yeah.
But he's cool. He's got his collar pop.
By the way, Hypothesis, his message didn't show. He said, "Sorry, I'm late. You guys start talking about Smash Brothers Ultimate yet?" No, we haven't, but I guess we'll talk about it eventually once we get around to talking about it.
With Lil Shield, and he just goes, ha, ha, ha. Come on. Who wants to play that shit? I need to shoot some niggas. Nintendo, and then you talk about Nintendo isn't copying anything and how Sony is copying everything. And that's just bullshit. That's bullshit. Bullshit. To saying Final Fantasy was on Nintendo before Sony. Have you played the PS1? Nigga, the PS1 got Final Fantasy 7. Shit, Nintendo trying to copy that shit. They know that they can't compete if they don't got Final Fantasy. Nigga,
he's stupid.
Yeah. What's the point of this rant? Has anyone picked up on it yet? Is it that the Wii sucks and the PS3 is better?
Exactly. Yeah. That's it. That's really it. This is all that comes down to. And also, fun fact, this guy actually tried to like run away from this video existing on the internet. So
really?
this kind of backfired a few years later.
Damn.
But it's bullshit.
It is.
Can't have any other systems get Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy sucks ass now. Ooh, look at Final Fantasy 12. You know, you're running around with a little girl and shit. Fuck. Everybody knows that girls can't do shit other than suck dick. So was this a troll? Is that why he was trying to run away from it? Was he just being a troll?
I mean, people have debated this, so I don't know what my stance on this is. I'd say that he's exaggerating a bit, but it's coming from a place of sincerity, at least.
Yeah, it is pretty convincing, isn't it?
To me, it seems kind of trollish, man. Because this guy looks like he may be a smart dude in real life. He's Asian, right?
I don't know. He looks kind of Hispanic. He might be like Filipino or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Filipinos are stupid, so
I'm really trying.
Well, Filipinos are like Asian mixed with Spanish.
I say is that.
Fuck you, dude. My younger brother's Filipino. We're half Filipino.
Well, he's stupid.
Okay. I mean, isn't that...
You got a point. He is kind of dumb, but whatever. That's besides the point.
Then why are you getting all offended, little bitch?
Because he's my fucking family, dude.
I wasn't being offensive. I was just stating a fact.
I was being offensive. Dude. I was being offensive.
Oh, okay.
Sony's the bond, nigga. It's that true shit. Sony's true shit.
I love you.
This dude looks like Mexican to me, basically. If I saw him, I would think he was Mexican.
You know. So, and then we got these Xbox fans. About fans of the Xbox 360. The Xbox 360, Xbox Circle. They think they are.
I'll tell you one thing. Why the fuck doesn't Microsoft know how to make a small console? Because the first Xbox One was like a fucking 1980s VCR, basically.
Yeah, I had one of those. It's because Microsoft thinks that people think that bigger is better. That's really it. So like, if you have,
be careful what you say.
Yeah.
I'm surrounded by Microsoft right now, literally. Okay.
Yes, he is. He really is.
Microsoft has its own bus system in this city.
They do?
Yes. They have their own like Microsoft bus system that's made for busing their own employees across the city. You know, there's like, you know, millions of people that live in this city, and Microsoft has office campuses scattered throughout this entire area. But I live probably, I don't know, like anywhere between 10 to 30 minutes away from the Microsoft headquarters. I live even closer to Bill Gates. Bill Gates probably lives about 10 minutes away from me, like his actual house.
In a trailer.
Yeah. Yeah, a trailer. You can't even see his house from street level. There's like a big wall and like a bunch of trees and shit. There's like it's like 17 bathrooms in his house. I've pulled it up before.
So ridiculous. Why do you need 17 goddamn bathrooms?
I don't know.
Maybe he like clogged 16 of them, and he's like, "Oh yeah, good. I still got this one fucking bathroom available."
So either he takes massive shits, and that's what happens, or he has the weakest bladder ever. So like in every part of his house, his gigantic house, he needs a pisser to run
He
to.
take 5 steps without taking a piss. Oh, that's
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got that much money, man. You gotta spend it on something. Shit.
Yeah.
We'll pull it up on Zillow really quick. Oh no, Bill Gates doxed.
Uh-oh.
So like if this house went on the open market as a rental property, you'd have to pay $173 million a month to
Damn.
rent it.
At least, they would jack up the price by saying,
Fuck
like,
yeah.
well, Bill Gates used to live here, so
So 16 and a half bathrooms and 7 bedrooms.
The hell is a half bathroom?
A half bathroom is basically just a toilet without a shower.
Oh.
Yeah, he's European, Pimp Monk. Give him some slack.
Yeah,
they don't
that's
call it a
true.
bathroom anyway. So half bathroom, we're blowing his fucking mind right now. His Danish mind is just shooting out of his skull right now. because he
Danish?
heard of it.
Fuck you, I'm Swedish. I'm not
Swedish.
Danish.
Swedish.
That's an insult. I'm not like Denmark.
It's
Denmark
all-
is like Sweden
it's all
in
an
beta
insult.
form.
It's
He's so
all an
sensitive
insult
tonight.
at this point.
Swegta, why are you so sensitive?
Because you're comparing me to Denmark. That's disgusting.
I didn't do it.
Hold on. Don't you guys all have similar ancestry, though, if you go back far enough? You guys all came from the same people, right? The Danish, the Swedes, and the Nords.
We all kind of did, didn't we?
Well, no. I'm talking about in more recent history.
Yeah, see, I don't like to think about that.
But that's true, isn't it? You guys are all like Scandinavian.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, well, thanks for admitting that. I had a similar conversation with a Serbian about Croatians. I'm like, yeah, you guys are basically the same thing. Go back, a couple hundred years, or maybe even longer, like 1,000 years. Same people. But yeah, who did we have on that was Danish recently? We had someone on DP that was Danish.
Wasn't it like a patron?
I can't remember.
I'll eat a Danish.
You will? You're a fucking cannibal?
Yeah.
Damn. Well, there's some offers out there if you know where to look. You can make some good money doing that.
Absolutely.
So yeah, 22,860 square feet.
It's a big house.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's Bill Gates' house. It's fucking crazy. Anyway, here's the next video. This is for Basedshaman. I'm gonna open up his mind to the world of Gayle Schuler.
I'm ready.
Are you familiar with Star Trek at all?
Little bit.
Little
Not
bit?
too much.
Oh,
Yeah, not
okay.
too much.
All right. Well, this woman has a restraining order against her by one of the actors from Star Trek, one of the actors from Star Trek The Next Generation. So, that was like late 80s, early 90s time frame.
Oh, shit.
And yeah, well, here she is. Try to make sense of, as someone who's never heard her talk before, try to
By the
make
way,
sense out of
is
what.
it Brent Spiner?
Yeah, it's Brent Spiner.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. All right. Yeah, try to make sense of what she's saying.
Okay.
Okay, folks, let me just sum up. I just Skyped with Jenkins last night. I finally heard from him after a silence of 1.5 months. Around June the 21st, when Terrence was Skyping with me, Brent Spiner said, "Hey, yoo-hoo, Terrence, something's going on with Matthew McConaughey's penis." And what was happening was all of my men's penises were being attacked. There was a very serious malware in the computer system at Church of Gayle, and it caused all the men at Church of Gayle to cause them to have all sorts of penis afflictions. It was very painful, and let me just, they spent, the ordeal with the penises lasted for at least a good week in that June. Like from June.
The ordeal of the penis.
Yeah.
How have I not heard of this lady?
I know. Good question. Because
she's a hidden gem on the internet, dude.
Yeah. We've
How
had
long
her on
has
the
she been
show.
doing this?
Oh,
long
years.
time.
Well,
Really?
I mean, like on YouTube, maybe like 5 years, but overall, like 30 years. Because she's probably
wrote
like
books.
she's probably like 55, close to 60 years old. So
21st to June 28th.
Didn't they do a
just having this
documentary on her or something?
someone was going to, and they didn't. But we've had her on before. I'll get her on again sometimes too. She's a really nice lady.
You should.
She's
And
been
interestingly
on your show
enough,
before?
Sorry.
She's been on your show before?
Yes.
Oh, no, wow. Nice.
and also interestingly enough, she was actually like somebody asked, what was it, Brent Spiner at like a Star Trek Q&A if he actually like knew about her.
Yeah.
And he was just kind of like, I
I
don't
can
want to
play
talk
that.
about that.
I can play that video too.
Do it, please.
Jeff Holiday has a book signed by Gayle Schuler, and he found Brent Spiner on Twitter and found out that Brent was coming to a sci-fi convention in the town that Jeff Holiday lives in, and he was like, "Will you sign this book written by Gayle Schuler?" And he was like, "No way." They're like, Brent Spiner was like, "Why are you guys giving Gayle so much attention? She's sick. You guys are terrible for messing with her." Anyway, so
because of Jesuit trigger programming on the Church of Gayle computers, they spent a lot of time in sick bay. Matthew practically had a
sick bay is a place on the Starship Enterprise. Just to like point that out.
Vagina at that point.
Yeah, and she's got all these like actors who are in love with her. How did she say Keanu Reeves?
Just listen to what she says here. This was the first video of hers I ever watched.
Oh, really?
So I always go back to this because coming into it, listening to the shit she's saying, it's just like, what?
Yeah, this is a classic.
She's so confident in every word of it, too.
What happened was Vladimir Putin, they found out that he ended up getting his bladder exploded. They had to put him in stasis where they froze him, and all sorts of things happened to him. He had heart attacks, and right in the middle of an operation to fix him for a heart attack, he woke up, and then he judo chopped the doctor. He felt bad about that, but this is like gut reflex with Vladimir. And he, and then when he woke up, he heroically pushed himself, which explains why the accurate pictures of Vladimir in the media made him look like he was almost dead. And he,
man, my brain is getting
managed
tired
to fly
trying
Church of Gayle down
comprehend it.
Yeah, you just kind of have to like dismiss the idea that this is all insane.
Yeah,
it's real, bro.
Damn.
Do you think that like in 1,000 years, if humanity still exists, people are going to look back at this as if it's like actual fact?
It might.
Why are you doubting the great Gayle?
China. And on the way down, several nukes almost hit them because I guess they were going so fast. The Earth radars are not as good as Church of Gayle radars, and they thought that Church of Gayle was...
Oh, by the way, Church of Gayle is her intergalactic spaceship. Just so you know.
Nukaki or a nuke. And
Nukaki is a giant nuclear semen bomb. Just so you know.
Vladimir had to outmaneuver that.
Nukaki, huh?
Nukaki. A nuclear atomic semen bomb.
Heroically, even while his body was like thawing out from being frozen and everything, he managed to bring Church of Gayle to land in China. And then he fell asleep, and then the rest of the guys took over. And I think Brent Spiner was a leader in that.
Poor Brent Spiner.
They chose to go to China because Hu Jintao is, on my marriage list. So they figured that'd be a good...
Gayle's marriage list. A list of very famous and attractive men. And Brent Spiner.
Has she ever met him?
I think they may have met at some point, but only because she stalked him.
See, this is why I think that like you need to explain all of these terms and phrases, because it's kind of like Christian, you know?
Yes.
Like you have these terms like love quest and such, and you have to explain what they mean and how they connect into this.
And we know a lot, so Gayle's way older than Christian, so like we don't have the documentation of like the beginning of her life, but we have like her like young adulthood and everything after that. Man. So
good place to try to fix their penises. Hu Jintao apparently assigned some Chinese doctors to work on them, and they agreed with the doctors that they would be put under anesthesia and allow the doctors to operate on them. When they woke up, they looked down at their penises and saw this crisscross, just 2 crisscross bandages, and they realized that all of their penises...
They took off their penises and took 2 Band-Aids and made an X where their dicks used to be.
Hey, you know who she kind of reminds me of? Do you guys know who Terry Davis is?
No.
Never heard of Terry Davis?
No.
He's kind of like a male.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's real similar. Just
actually, she reminds me of my old art teacher. She actually looks like him or her. And it fucks with me on a deep level, so that's fun.
Oh,
man. Was she your teacher back in the day when we first started watching these videos?
Actually, before that, like 6th or 7th grade. So, yeah.
Had been surgically removed, and they all had vaginas. And they were so mad.
Yeah, I would be.
They had been asleep for 2 days for the operation when they woke up and saw that. So they spent a day looking for the Chinese doctors, and Vladimir, I believe he judo chopped them, and they got their penises back. Their penises were in excellent condition, because the reason the Chinese doctors stole the penises is because they had small ones and they wanted big ones. So they made their restored penises perfect. So with perfectly restored penises...
This penis is in pristine condition. Gotta love that.
You know what, though? I think you were right. Like, my brain finally clicked. It's a patron from Denmark. It's Newton. He's from Denmark.
Yeah, that's him.
So I finally... Dude, whatever. Don't even act like Denmark is like this crazy different place compared to where you live. It's not.
No, it's a wasteland.
It's like... You Europeans and like your weird sense of like... my little country is like so strikingly different than the other country that speaks like a similar language to the one I speak. Quit trying to fabricate more differences between you.
Yeah.
Take a fucking DNA test and show me. I bet you there's some Danish in there somewhere.
I don't know, man. I feel more ashamed about the Finnish in my ancestry than I do about the Danish.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes you not Scandinavian and some other mongrel race.
Mongrel?
I'm just joking. No, actually, you know, it's kind of weird though. Like the Finns, they're more closely related to Hungarians and Estonians than they would be. Than any of the other countries that are actually closer to Finland. Interesting.
Brent spent 3 days doing surgery to install the penises back on the guys.
I just noticed that
they left.
Basedshaman here looks like Jax from Sons of Anarchy.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm just saying. God damn it.
Oh yeah, I've never actually seen that show.
Penis alone.
It's an awesome show.
I feel like that's such a tangent, Pimp Monk.
Dude, the one reason I actually started watching that show is because Marilyn Manson rapes a dude in that show. So.
It's the greatest show. Damn. It's the best show ever in history.
Did you jerk off to it?
It's my favorite show of all time.
I was just fascinated by it. I'm like, this is awesome. I'm gonna watch this.
Yeah.
Shit.
So
it's a great show.
But the other guys had to get their penises put back on, and then after that, the next job was to fix the malware on the computers at Church of Gail. They had to ground Church of Gail for quite a while to do this.
Does this sound like a bad dream one of you guys would have? Like, I feel like it'd be a bad dream. You ever have a dream your dick falls off or anything like that?
I've never had that, but I've heard of that happening to other people a lot.
Yeah. My dick does fall off.
You know, I think this was a report that someone on her starship sent to her, and she's just like recounting what she was told.
Yeah. So she's into all that new age stuff then, huh? Like
Starship. Well, she has a group of trolls that basically feeds her delusions.
So she's basically into whatever they feed her.
Oh, that's fucked up.
It is.
Yeah, but that happened with Chris Chan too. I mean, Chris
Yeah.
Chan drove from Virginia all the way to Cleveland because he thought his girlfriend was kidnapped being held hostage there.
Oh man, yeah, he sure did.
And they
He
had him
did.
destroy his fucking gaming console.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
not as. Hold on,
Busted
though.
shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, but that's not as bad as making this mentally ill guy drive
Well,
all
I
the
mean,
way
like
to Cleveland.
they've had her record some private videos, so I don't know.
Where are
There's
those at?
there's some like ghetto shit going on in Cleveland too. So he's very lucky. He just like decided to go back, but he did drive all the way there, which is ridiculous.
Oh man,
They could have put him in a really bad area if they wanted
Yeah.
to.
shit, man. Do they have a group that they're called? Her group?
Well, what do you mean, like the miscreants?
Oh yeah, some kind of like that, or
No.
the Intergalactic Republic.
Well, his name is Zach Knight,
Yeah.
and actually I know him, and that's how we got Gail on. Like I don't know him, but I have contact with him.
so he's
And
like the main guy behind it all.
Yeah, yep.
Oh,
Was he
man.
in
That's
character when you talked to him?
Well, I didn't talk to him voice, but no, he's not in character when I talk to him.
Oh
What's his character sound like? Does he talk like a intergalactic star being?
Well, it's funny. Like there are these Skype calls that have like laser battles in them.
Oh,
and like,
shit.
and Gail's like, "Yeah, Jesus." She's like praying to. They're like, "Gail, pray harder. We've almost got them." And you hear like all these lasers in the background.
Oh man, this sounds like some good shit, man.
Is that right up your alley or what?
Yes, it is. It's kind of like, have you heard about Heaven's Gate?
Oh,
yeah.
the cult.
Yeah. This is like
Yeah,
Heaven's
I was
Gate,
in
but
high
this is like
school when
the-
that shit happened.
Oh, you were? Oh,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. This reminds me of Heaven's Gate, but this is like the PG version. Like this is not the.
Oh, dude, she gets weird, man. She did a video talking about what was it, a sentinel taco or something in the
A
sky?
sentient space taco.
Yeah, sentient space. Yeah, sorry, sentient space taco.
Oh man, this is cool shit. Man.
And they spent a month trying to fix it. Finally, they decided a system restore was not working, and they decided to follow my advice in one of my videos. And in his voice, he whispered to me, "Brent, I think I need your help with something more urgent than the sermon right now." His eyes looked anxious. He quickly unzipped, stood up in front of me, and pulled down his pants. As Matthew's medical doctor, as well as one of his best friends, I knew the dimensions of his penis like the back of my own hand. Not only was his penis painfully inflamed, red and angry looking, it was an entire quarter-inch smaller than I remembered at his last checkup. This alarmed me. I removed my handheld medical scanner from my pocket and scanned his genitals. Necrotizing fasciitis, flesh-eating bacteria, Matthew, and it's advanced. It's already starting to devour your penis. If it progresses any further, you're not going to have a penis. When did these symptoms start? Just now. It's so painful I can scream. I don't want to alarm anyone. As I stared in horror, Matthew's penis was growing smaller.
Matthew McConaughey, by the way, when she says Matthew, because Gail is married to several men, Hugh Jackman, Matthew McConaughey, Gerard Butler, Vladimir Putin, and Brent Spiner.
That's a pretty impressive list of husbands, huh?
Yeah. But the problem is that they're all serving on the intergalactic starship, the Church of Gail. So they don't get to see each other very often. So they have telekinetic sex, which they call brain-to-brain sex with each other. But also because Gail is so good to her men. She provides to them lifelike Gail sex robots that they can have sex with, and it's like having sex with the real Gail. And who wouldn't want that, right?
Man, sounds like she's got a lot to offer. Shit. Damn, dude. How do you sign up for that shit?
There's actually an email address. It's
Gail's
galesmen@something.com.
And smaller. His eyes welled up with pain, and I could see him holding back tears in terror at losing what little left he had of his penis. At the other side of the room, I noticed Terrance was Skyping with you on his laptop. I don't know how it came over me, but with every message that I heard him send, I noticed Matthew losing another margin of his length. In an instant, my intuition flooded over me, and I stood up and shouted, Terrance, stop sending messages. This is an emergency.
Okay. All right. So so now you've been exposed to Gail and the type of content she makes.
I sure have.
This is video from a convention, and someone asks Brent Spiner from Star Trek about Gail.
Oh, man.
Your picture. Okay. So here, Andrew and I are at the PNE today, and we've come to see Brent Spiner. Yay! And we're going to ask him if he's ever heard of Gayle Schuler, and if so, what he thinks of her. So if we do get the chance, and I'm hoping we do. So good luck to me.
Good luck to you. I love you, Brent.
Hello.
Oh, and by the way, okay, so obviously Brent Spiner, because Star Trek is kind of a legendary franchise, he makes his living these days doing public appearances, basically year round. And when you ask Gail why Brent Spiner can be seen pretty much 4 or 5 times every few months at conventions around the world, she would say that's not the real Brent Spiner. That is an evil Jesuit clone of Brent Spiner, and the real Brent Spiner is on the Church of Gail. So that's how she'll explain that.
Damn.
This is a clone,
deep, man.
This question is for you, Brent Spiner. It's an honor to meet you.
Thank you, Nathaniel.
Along with stardom comes a lot of attention, some wanted, some unwanted. And there's this woman named Gayle Schuler who's become...
You see his mouth move? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's the most priceless part.
Yeah.
It gradually goes from a smile to just like, oh, no.
Shit, he's thinking.
He's like... See, it goes from this to like, because it looks like it's really bright outside and shit. So this normal kind of face to like, he goes to like this don't react kind of face. Watch.
Who's become somewhat of a...
Yeah, you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Internet name by devoting this crazy YouTube channel to you. I'm wondering if you've ever heard of her and if you have a response to her claims and so forth.
Well, nobody here knows what you're talking about except for you. And,
sure they don't.
So I'd be glad to answer you privately about that. But I do know about it. It's only been going on for about 22 years.
and this is from, several years ago. So it's been like 30 years now that this has been going on.
That would be me. I'm next.
I've never met her or spoken to her, and she has a very rich fantasy life, and God bless her.
Thank you.
I'm calling the FBI.
Did you hear what Marina Sirtis said at the end there? She said, "I'm calling the FBI." That was one of his one of his fellow actors from Star Trek.
Damn, that was a good comeback by him, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's a smile to remember right there.
Oh
yeah. Well, some people get bad teeth. What can you do?
I got bad teeth.
And then I also dug up this while we were talking earlier.
Gabriel Chana is Gail Cord's pen name. Laurie McBride is the wife of the Jesuit clone of actor Brent Spiner. The real Brent Spiner has had no willing and knowing sex with this publicist and has never ever desired her.
That's Brent Spiner's wife that she's talking about, Laurie McBride.
Do you think Laurie has actually seen these videos?
I don't know. It is funny though. For a while, if you Googled Brent Spiner's wife, you would find a picture of Gail instead.
So before she had YouTube and shit, how did she go about spreading her message?
Well, I guess she used to write these obsessive fan letters to Brent. She got banned from the studio lot where they filmed Star Trek back in the day.
Oh, she's going up to the studio too?
Yeah. According to what I've heard.
So in a way, YouTube kind of saved Brett because she was actually going to where he was. At least she's only just talking shit on the internet now. So, yeah.
I don't know. The claims have a further, like a larger audience now. Before she was just a kook. Now she has this distribution platform.
Hired Gail every day from 1990 to now. Jesuits stole Brent's semen and then used this semen to impregnate or implant it into Lori without sex. From 1992 to now, Lori threatens death to Gail if Brent won't cooperate with her desire for publicity as Brent's sexual partner, if Brent won't play her game. Since Gail's divorce in 2001, Gail has not dated anyone.
Why is she showing a roller coaster?
Yeah, what does this have to do with anything?
I don't know.
Is this like a representation of her sanity or something?
Yeah, that's her brain, basically.
It's a cool looking roller coaster, though.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
only
pissed
had
myself
sex
on
with
it.
one man her entire life, her ex-husband. Brent Spiner, in his CD Dreamland, sings about Gail and his journey with her from 1990 to now. Gail broke down in tears when she first heard it on February 8, 2010. 1957. Gail was born September 15, 1957. At Jackson Memorial Hospital, Miami.
So she's like 60 years old.
Miami, Florida, to a
58, right?
pilot father and a fashion model mother. Though her mother is fluent in Japanese, she never taught Gail the Japanese language.
Gail's mother is Japanese.
But her mother did raise Gail by herself, so Gail was raised on Japanese food, and Gail has a Japanese approach to romance. Most of her mother's royal bloodlines are from the Ainu Amishi race, where Brent tells Gail she's
Yeah, look
bored.
at there's a young photo of Gail right there.
Oh, that's her when she was younger?
Yeah, there's a young Gail right there.
She switched her major from nursing to health education.
See, this is very Chris Chan-like. Because most of the shit out there about Chris Chan, he released himself to everybody.
Yeah. But I will say that something that like actually differentiates Chris Chan from Gail is the fact that Gail actually takes good care of herself, at least, somewhat.
You know what though? The thing is, a lot of these trolls are almost like caretakers in a way. That's why I don't really have a problem with what they do. They have a little bit of fun, but they tell her to take her medication and to go buy food and to exercise, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but they also take advantage of her trust too.
Yeah, the Playboy thing, I was kind of like,
what was that exactly?
Yeah.
Should I give a summary of that?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so I remember watching one of the first DP private shows, and something that just suddenly came up was Gail with a strap on simulating rape of Brent Spiner.
Damn.
And I don't remember much else because I think I just blocked out that memory. But yeah, they've done like odd shit like that in the past.
Yeah, we watched that. That shit was crazy. Yeah, she made this movie where she had this huge dildo, like strap-on dildo on, and she was raping Brent Spiner. Look at Gail here. She's what, like 20, probably? Who knows? 25.
Yeah. Man, it sounds like she wasn't kidding with that strap on though.
Yeah.
1980s Gail right here, because that's an 80s haircut. Maybe late 70s. Whoa.
Damn.
Started looking a little different, huh?
Yeah.
Nerdy.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
She Skypes with Jesus.
Yeah.
She Skypes with Jesus. All right.
Nice.
Here's the next one. Oh shit.
The hell is this?
Man, 4,720.
Let me see. I think I know what this is.
Students, welcome to attend live sessions.
We're gonna learn something. Huh?
Oh my God, this is great. All right. This is a little bland at first until you get... They use statistics to prove that there was definite, like, cheating on a test at a university. And this is, like, the announcement of that.
We're going to get started. And I know we had planned on going through and talking about the Chapter 9 material today, talking about mergers and acquisitions, alliances, and those kinds of things. That's been preempted. And unfortunately, I think some of you know, I've been here for 11 years. I spent 10 years before I came here at the Rochester Institute of Technology. So I've been doing this for the last 21 plus years. Probably delivered course content to tens of thousands of students over those 21 years. And there was always one lecture that I hoped I never would have to give. And unfortunately, that hope ran out. Because I'm going to give a lecture today that basically is the toughest one I've ever had to give. And for some of you, it's the toughest one you've ever had to hear. When the midterm exam ended on Friday a week ago, I looked at this data from the midterm exam, and at first I was just looking at the running statistics for the exam, and the exam was running about a grade and a half higher than it ever had run before. I thought that was rather interesting. It kind of set up a little bit of a red flag, because with 600 some odd students and basically, of course,
yeah, because like there's no way these fucking dumbasses could have aced this test.
Exactly. Oh man, he breaks it down. Yeah, they're fucked.
Way for the last 4 or 5 years. You don't see that kind of a grade improvement by chance. Once the exam ended, I ran more complete statistics on the exam. And what I came up with, or what came out of that, was something that looks like this. Right? And I'm comparing the summer 2010 capstone course, which I taught, to the fall 2010 capstone course. In summer 2010, this is the grade distribution. It's virtually a standard normal distribution around a mean. You'll notice that there's a single peak in the distribution, and that the tails of the distribution are relatively equal, with the exception of the one student down at the bottom who basically scored a 60 out of 200. It's a relatively normal distribution. That's what it ought to look like. There are about 400 students in the course in the summer. This is the grade distribution from this semester, and I think you can immediately notice the difference. This is what's called a bimodal distribution. Bimodal distributions exist when an external force has been applied to a data set that creates a systematic bias to the data set. Now, on Sunday when I ran this, I didn't know what the systematic bias was, but I knew that it was there. On Monday, I found out what it was, because a student, either through a guilty conscience or as a heads up, anonymously dropped this in the bin on my office door. This is, as some of you out there know, because some of you out there are also in possession of this, is the complete test bank for the midterm exam. During the course of Monday, the lab instructors basically took a look at the data, started receiving emails from students who were concerned and upset that classmates had been bragging to them that they had advanced copies of the exam.
Dude,
that they
fucking
aced the exam
snitches, man, honestly.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it's fucked
That's
up.
that was the thing I was most concerned about. Like, what?
You know what this is? This is basically a bunch of fucking snitches thinking that they can up their grades by revealing to the professor that all of the other students are cheating.
That doesn't happen.
No.
You know what ends up happening is fucked up, especially to anyone who legitimately passed the test.
Because they had all the answers ahead of time.
Yeah. And playing the devil's advocate, I mean, I'm not saying they should went and told on them, but they worked hard to, do this test, pass this test, and then these somebody's going around bragging like, "Oh, I cheated." So they may have just got pissed off.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, mind your own fucking business, honestly.
But it is their business in a way because this reflects on their grade.
Yeah,
not really.
If
they fucking honestly put their mind to it and get kind of like a meh score, and somebody else cheats and they get a higher score, and like it's still their fucking business to mind.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just, making another point.
Sure. All I'm saying is that, like if somebody cheats at this test and I find out that they cheated, I'm not going to fucking tell on them. I'm going to mind my own fucking business and focus on my results. As I should.
Like when somebody steals your idea for
the midterm exam grades are being tossed. Whatever you scored on the midterm exam no longer exists.
Damn.
Everybody in the capstone course is going to be required to retake a new midterm exam.
See, this is why you don't fucking tell on your peers. This is why you don't fucking tell. And by the way, fuck Derek Belanger in the chat who said they should have told. Good for them. No, because now all of these motherfuckers have to retake the test, including the ones that actually honestly passed it. They're just being judged the same fucking way simply because they happen to have too high of a fucking score.
And not fuck you, Derek. I love you, Derek.
No, Derek sucks dick.
Well, that's why I love Derek.
Before I get into the specifics of that, I want to thank all of the lab instructors and all of the team for working virtually nonstop over the course of the last 96 hours to write a completely new exam.
Damn.
Yeah, so everyone had to get together and write a new exam. And now, because the exam has to be consistent with the course material, so they had to write a new exam. It's so fucked up. And everyone has to take it again.
With about 200 questions.
Including the people who honestly passed it without cheating, including those people.
Because, of course, that happened.
Now, imagine taking this test honestly and passing it and then having to retake it and getting a lower score because you had to retake it.
Yeah.
From none of which, and I repeat, none of which come from a test bank. So whoever has the test bank for the midterm, it's worthless. And I'm presuming you also have a test bank for the final exam, it's also worthless. Because as soon as this exam is completed, the entire team is going to write a completely new final exam with 0 questions coming from any test bank. Over the course of the past 4 or 5 days, your lab instructors, academic services, and the Office of the Dean have begun and are continuing a forensic analysis of not only all of the data, but all of the available traffic over all of the available environments that possibly could provide us with better information about where this started and how widespread it is. Let me tell you where we are right now. Right now, we've narrowed the pool of participants to about 1/3 of the class. So when you get into your labs this week, just to give you some idea of the perspective of that, when you get into your labs this week, look at the person on your left side, look at the person on your right side. Statistically, one of them cheated on the exam. Now, we had 2 options. One was to basically just simply scrub all of the other activities through the rest of the semester.
Right, but who leaked it? So did someone at the teacher level had to have leaked it, or did someone steal it?
I'm wondering if it was a previous, like it had been previously taken a previous year and one of the students got a hold of it somehow, maybe.
But now he said they were noticing all the abnormalities of the test before the guy, somebody dropped and said they were cheating. He was already noticing that.
It could be anything. I mean, like, for all we know, fucking old man Wigglehorn could have just forgotten to log out of his fucking laptop and somebody just passed by and, printed the test results. Or the answers, rather.
Cancel the capstone competition. But that would have been unfair to the 2/3 of the class that was honest and ethical and tried and did it right. But I want to send a clear message to the ones who started this and the ones who propagated it and the ones who encouraged it over the course of the weeks leading up to the midterm exam. As I said to the Associate Dean for Undergraduate Studies when I met with him late last week, I could give him a list today, and I could guarantee him with about a 95% certainty that everybody who cheated on the exam was on the list. What I couldn't do was give him a list and guarantee that everybody whose name was on the list cheated on the exam. That was going to require some further forensic analysis of the data. We expect to have that forensic analysis of the data completed by the end of this week. At the end of this week, we will...
Yes, Detroit sucks. Gary, Indiana sucks. Yeah. And I've been to both of those places, so I know exactly what you're saying. Gary, Indiana is like, even though it's in Indiana, it's basically a suburb of Chicago. It's like right near Chicago. And it is the most ghetto part of Indiana. And yeah, so you heard gunshots in Detroit and Indiana. Yay, Midwest. Yay, Midwest. Shit's so awesome over there.
Turn our findings over to academic affairs. And at that point in time, the options and the results and the conclusions are out of our hands. They will do what they need to do to protect the integrity of the university and to protect the integrity of the college. I don't want to...
Okay, cheating on a test really doesn't destroy the integrity of the college.
Yeah, as if people are not going to do that anyway.
This was long, too. Holy shit. It was like 15 minutes long. Whatever. Check this out. This actually happened recently. This is why... I'll tell you what. Seattle, one of the worst homeless problems in the United States. There's more homeless people in Seattle per capita than most cities in the United States. And they blame a big part of that is because the cost of housing has gone up so much because of all these huge tech companies here. These huge tech companies, they pay big salaries. And because of that, the cost of land goes up. The cost of housing goes up. So we have almost no housing. We have people living in tents, basically, everywhere here. Yeah, there's like tent cities. Like you go, it's usually like under the overpass, like any place like that's fenced off, like under the freeway. You'll just see a bunch of tents, and there's people, and they live there. So they decided to tax. They do this thing called a head tax on huge like tech corporations like Amazon, so that they were going to like tax them like per employee. Like I think it was like $200 per employee or something like that. And they were going to use that money to like provide some sort of housing for homeless people. But actually it just got overturned, and now there's all this crazy shit going on. And Amazon stopped building their new skyscraper here that they were building. So there's a lot of weird shit going on with that. But here's a guy addressing Seattle City Council about the homeless situation with the individuals.
All right, I don't got long. I'm a dad, so I got a kid to take care of. What's up, bootlickers?
What's up, bootlickers?
Bootlickers.
I like that. But if you notice the signs, there's no tax on jobs, so those people are against the tax. Someone up front, there's a red sign, tax Amazon. So there's people from both sides.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pink in this picture right here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Pink alert.
I'm a dad, so I got a kid to take care of. What's up, bootlickers? I haven't seen y'all since the camp out. I got something to say, right? I'm tired of this fucking shit. I'm a father. I'm a veteran, and I'm an anarchist. Those are three people you don't want to piss off. All right?
He said he's a father, a veteran, and an anarchist, and those are three people you don't want to piss off.
Those are three people you don't want to piss off.
Those are some crazy words, you know.
I'm a father, I'm a veteran, and I'm an anarchist. Those are three people you don't want to piss off. All right? I'm tired of children getting attacked in the streets. I'm tired of them sleeping in the fucking streets. I'm tired of seeing the very people that I swore to defend
they're homeless.
get attacked by the state. So like I said out there, y'all need to close your fucking beaks and start moving your feet and get shit done. Take resources and put them in the hands of the people who need them. All right? Seriously. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Who the fuck are y'all to justify letting people die in the streets with your policies and your laws and your legislation? How do you justify that, killing people? I swore to give my life to defend the people from all forms of oppression. Eventually, this shit's going to stop because it's when our turn.
But hold on, I mean, like,
make excuses.
he just proclaimed himself as an anarchist, and he's coming on here telling them how to assign resources.
Well, like, and then here's another ironic thing. At the end of this, and you'll hear it, he goes, Marx! It's like, hold on, I thought you just said you're an anarchist. Now you're a communist, too?
Oh, I thought you meant Mark as in, like, street slang, like, idiots. Let's reassemble.
I think he's also a crackhead.
I don't know. Maybe that's what he meant. Did he mean Marx? I don't know.
He's a Richard Marx fan, Ben.
Richard Marx? Wow, that's going way back. You're showing your age, homie.
We won't make excuses for the terror.
Old as
Marx.
fuck, dude.
Our next speaker is Lauren Tozzi, followed by Rachel
Oh, shit,
Ludwig.
we missed it.
This is for the terror. Marx.
So, how
My
do you
name
take
is
that?
actually Mark, so maybe, like, he called on me to unite with him.
Yes, you're his Jesus.
Did he say Marx?
I swore to give my life to defend the people from all forms of oppression. Eventually, this shit's going to stop because it's when our turn. We won't make excuses for the terror. Marx.
So, honestly, though, you think that was communism, right?
I think he said smarts, and he's a wrestling fan.
No,
I think it was idiocy. That's what I think.
I'll be right back. I have to make a bathroom run.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you guy a question. Since Ben's going, I'm the second host. So, do you like wrestling?
Wrestling?
I'm a Southern man. I say wrestling. Goddammit.
Wrestling, huh? Wrestling. Wrestling.
Well, actually, honestly though, here's the history. Here's why I say wrestling. Growing up, I lived in Mississippi, right? Memphis wrestling was called Memphis wrestling. That's what it was called on TV. So that it became a habit. I'm a Jerry Lawler addict because he was like the biggest star around. So yeah. Anyways, that's why I say wrestling because I grew up. It was what it was called.
Dude, you don't need to defend it. I like it that
I'm not defending it.
Right, shit, I surrender.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wrestling. Is that in East Tennessee?
Well, it's Memphis. It's like I'm Northeast Mississippi, so it's like south.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Jerry Lawler was like Hulk Hogan of the South.
Okay, Jerry Lawler. Huh? I'll have to look him up. I'm not even familiar with him.
So you don't watch wrestling then?
Yeah, no. When I was real little, I kind of did, but I kind of fell off a long time ago.
You're not welcome back on the show.
I'm Scandinavian, so I don't even have access to that.
Oh man. Yeah. One of the guys I used to make a lot of videos about, his username was Wrestling Dude East Tennessee. That was his name.
Well, now they had that they had East Tennessee wrestling.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. That always happens to Pimp Monk. At least once per show, Pimp Monk will be talking and he'll be like... and then he'll come back again like that.
Yeah, every time.
So, Pimp Monk, how many days on a bus total?
2.
Round trip.
Total. Round trip 4.
Oh!
I'm happy. I'm excited about it. I love it.
I'm excited. I'm excited to hang out, but I would not be going if I had to take a bus. I would not go.
I love it.
I live way closer to LA than you do.
Yeah, I honestly love it, dude. That's the reason I do it. I mean, I get to see parts of the country.
He's taking a great... Listen to this, Basedshaman. I'm sorry. I have to tell him. I have to run it by a new person every time.
I'm not embarrassed about it.
He's taking a bus from Mississippi to Anaheim, California. He's also taking it from Mississippi to Seattle, too. That is fucking far.
It is.
And the last time he did it, the bus broke down and he got stuck. Man.
Yeah, I did.
And he could spend maybe at most $100 more and he could fly and avoid all this shit. But he doesn't. And I think there's some underlying fear.
I have flown.
here.
I like the bus.
I think he's afraid of it.
No. I mean, I'm going to fly next year. Next year, I'm going to Australia. I'm going to fly for 18 hours on a plane. I'm not scared of flying. It's just I like taking the bus.
Yeah.
Guys in the chat, let me know what you think. What the fuck is up with this? We've established that Pimp Monk for at the most $25 more could have flown to Los Angeles.
It was 100 because I had the price wrong. But they could, they're gonna say,
look at this revisionist history.
You should have flown. And also, if I flown, I would have to take a bus to Memphis, stay overnight in Memphis, which would at a hotel room, which would have cost me $100. So there you go.
Go pay homage to the king.
I have done that, man. I've been to Graceland like fucking 10 times.
You're a big fan?
Well, it's something to do.
Yeah, sure. It's like a museum now, basically.
Yeah, and Memphis has got a lot of cool shit in it. A lot of people don't really know, but Memphis is a cool ass blues town. So there's a lot of.
One time when I was in Las Vegas, there was like an Elvis exhibit of like shit that Elvis Presley had, and they had the TV that he shot the gun at with the big bullet hole, and that shit was awesome.
Dude, is it true that Elvis died on the toilet eating a sandwich,
Yes.
and then you can actually like see that sandwich at like some kind of exhibit somewhere?
I don't know about that. I don't know if he was eating a sandwich. He did die on the toilet, though. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know about. Yeah, he did die on the toilet. I don't know about the sandwich though.
And Jim Morrison died in the bathtub.
He did.
Yep.
Jerking off to his own music.
Really?
I don't know.
Oh, you're spreading lies.
Raymond Lyman. Mrs. Catelli.
You can
2 weeks ago.
Completely illegal tobacco.
Oh,
this
God.
looks like Artie Lang. Damn it.
It looks like Michael Moore.
It's my friend Max and I wrote two letters.
Dude, Artie Lang's nose is all crazy fucked from all the coke he's done.
Yeah.
If you look him up now, dude, he looks so bad.
5-page letters. One to the Federal Attorney General and one to the ACLU.
Yeah.
About this mayor and the city council. 4 of these city council members. Violation of civil rights. Not Mrs. Evans, but the other 4.
Oh, is this one of those sovereign citizens, motherfuckers?
I have no idea. I don't even know. I don't know if this guy even knows.
I don't know if sounds like it because he's like walking up to the stand, being like civil right violations. He's trying to put them in their place.
Took our rights away.
This old song and dance, really.
Way with this ridiculous 4 minutes, fighting with people, not giving us answers, and telling people you're out of order. Ridiculous. I'm waiting for a response for the Federal Attorney General and the ACLU. And once I get that, I'm going to talk back. I'm going to find out what to do with the Federal
I'm going to
Attorney
breathe
General.
more heavily.
And then I'm going to talk to my lawyer about possible. Every time I come up here, you always saying I'm out of order. Well, I'm going to think about suing the city about that.
I'm going to think about suing the city about that.
God, he looks
Violation
like
of my
a
civil
fat
rights.
version of my dad. Jesus Christ.
No!
Because I think it's kind of ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Now, I want to ask a few questions. Mrs. Catelli, you said a couple of weeks ago, now I don't want you screaming and hollering at me, but I tape every meeting.
She is, by the way, going to scream and holler at him, but we'll get to that.
Since the city council started. But you said now that your husband wasn't running for office.
Oh.
But
did you hear her? She was like,
in the newspaper.
My husband. You can call my husband and ask him, okay?
Oh, I talked to your husband.
Yeah, we'll call him and ask him. I have nothing
your
to do
husband said
with his
if I
decision.
wrote. Okay, wait, Mrs. Catelli. If I wrote on his petition that my street could have got plowed.
You're a liar.
I'm not a liar.
Husband doesn't even know you.
He didn't know who I was.
Ask you.
He did not know who I was, Mrs.
You're
Catelli.
lying. Please.
Once he knew my name, he didn't want my name on his petition.
Oh.
Mrs. Catelli.
Mrs. Catelli.
Once he knew who I was.
Mr. Lyman.
You calling me a liar?
I'm calling you a liar.
Well, you could call me a liar what you want, but he wanted my name on his petition when he was running.
Very inappropriate to say those.
Well, you could say that. But he said if I had his name on his petition, I could have my street plowed
really?
and Capalus Avenue paved.
Oh, that's great.
That's what he said.
That's great. Did you sign it?
No.
You didn't want the street paved that bad then, did you?
No. Because I'm waiting for when Lee Morgan and Annie Sparaglia take over Bill Cartwright's seat and Mr. McGruff to
Anyway, like they go. This one isn't even that good. I want to play another one. Here we go.
Oh, you have like several of these queued up.
Yep. Yep.
Because see, you guys don't know that I have a different name. So, are we going? See, I have a name. Let's spell it. ARROYO dash GUZMAN. You know those names? You should. See, there's a movie called ARROYO 2014. Get up and watch it. And guess what? I'm not the rancher. Not the rancher's wife. Not the rancher's kid. Not that
What the fuck is she talking about?
That's not the path I chose, was it? My ex-husband's the killer. And newsflash, she's not dead. So see this here? Because I was showing somebody that the city doesn't really use real money. So here, when you send me something, this is what you send it to. You send it to ARROYO-GUZMAN.
Dude, this lady
family.
is why every single fucking newspaper has a crossword section, so they have something else to do.
She knows too much, man.
Trust accounts. I'm the executive director, Terry Pope Gonzalez. Here's a post office box.
This is like a mean Gail, Ben.
Yeah.
Oh, young
This is
lady.
an angry
Please don't be
Gail.
upset with me. Hey, now my brother was
God,
here
Angel Soul.
checking you guys out.
She's got some toilet paper.
So was my uncle's. Do you know you have scratchy toilet paper? And he really got treated bad. So you know what he said? You go buy them some toilet paper. Get everybody to start bringing toilet paper in. Because guess
Hell
what?
yeah.
I guess that's why everybody's so damn, I can't say damn, right? Because you know what? Here, let's clear up some things. I have 2 boobs, not...
What? What? Well, I've got 3 nuts. So there we go. Yeah.
6. I have 6 butts. Because when you guys are talking about me, you have no idea who knows me. Now see that young man back there? That is Investigator
Whack it
Schaefer,
too, man.
badge number 1193. Clap for him because he protects you guys from people like me. You know the people you screw over? Yeah, because guess what?
Now, the
you
people
guys,
crazy
wait a
like
minute,
your
wait a minute.
ass.
I gotta put a filter. You sent an officer over to me to make sure I put a filter in. This is the best I could do, camels, okay? Here,
Hey,
we'll
good
leave it here
cigarette,
too.
good
I don't think
cigarette,
there's any
good
cigarettes in it. One of my brothers brought that to me. And here is a monkey. And no, you don't get it, okay? Because the
Aw.
little kids you screwed over in my neighborhood, they're gonna get it.
Huh.
But hey,
She got a monkey, Ben.
it's no big deal. I'm so glad Mr. Whitman was here, because guess what? His wife in New York knows my family. Wow, that's another name. You ever have those names that you don't say in open
got a whole
court?
bag of shit,
You know
man.
what's a kicker here? Jeff Kirkpatrick was my attorney, and I don't mean a public pretender. He was my bought and paid for attorney. We have an anniversary coming, don't we? You ought to know what it is. It's December 17th, when everything happened to my father-in-law. And we're not going to talk about that, because that bothers me. But
Wow.
you guys
Oh, she's getting emotional now.
caused the death of somebody you should have never. Oh, hey, wait a minute. I got marbles here.
Go to the bag.
Because who in their right mind ever thought it was okay to put a concrete company 50 feet from a family home? A residential home. How many meetings did you have with that family? Not a damn one. And I'm standing here to tell you I don't appreciate it. And you know what? I'm coming. And what you guys forgot? Do you even know who I am? I called your office. Did you know I'm going to buy a whole bunch of hearing aids? Because guess what?
What is going on?
Those people over there, they can't hear now. And they should be able to hear. They're not half as old as I am. Carl, you got me my transcripts yet? There's 6 hours of them. You got them? I put it in writing. Notarized, certified that document. Where are they at?
Wait, there's 6 hours of this? This insane fucking rambling?
Let's see.
I'm not stealing anything, okay?
Okay, yeah, let's go on. Let's do this.
What's up, all you Facebookers? This is Joseph Strickland, and, well, I'm gonna be making a rant instead of, part 2 of what cars should be in Forza 5.
It better be long-winded
Japanese
as
cars,
fuck.
or Asian cars, whatever. Right now, I'm gonna do a big fucking rant. Not gonna go over 20 minutes because that's the limit on Facebook. So,
Does he ever?
here we go. So,
his face looks fucking crazy right now. What is going on? Why are his eyes so small?
Isn't that how it always looks?
Joseph, I mean, I don't know. The one thing I always notice in the back of Joseph's videos is the big hole in the fucking wall.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Man.
I
You know
saw
how
this
got
post.
there?
I think he probably punched it.
Oh yeah.
No, dude, it's where he has like all his food supplies.
He sent dick pics to girls, and then like they got leaked, and people used to
Yeah.
try to send me his dick pics all the time, and I'm like, oh.
Oh yeah, man.
Dude, I feel bad now. I tried to get him on DP way back in the day. I actually came in contact with him on Facebook for a while.
Really? How would that go?
Yeah. I mean,
I
like
think
he was like willing to do it, you know?
Oh shit.
I'll have him on now. Why not? We should
Do
get
it.
in touch with him.
That'd be cool.
Unleash the beast.
I want to get Christine to come on too.
Yeah.
It's on Facebook.
See, because from what I understand, Christine is in some financial peril, and I'd be willing to compensate Christine for her time to come on DP. Absolutely. If we can just get in contact with her somehow.
About this turd named Justin Barrel on, well, I think he's on YouTube.
No, someone asked in the chat if he's in jail. No, he was cleared of all crimes. He was not convicted of anything.
Yeah.
The charges were dropped. So,
And then, of course, the internet rumors went wildfire.
And he puts reasons why Justin Bieber's better than Eminem. Okay, here's his first thing. Here's his first thing about Justin Bieber being better.
here's his first
than
thing
Eminem.
about Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber is only 19 and he's so famous, talented, and rich. Eminem is 40 with no talent. You must be way too young to fucking remember Eminem, because I'm pretty sure he had talent before Justin Bieber ever became famous. So, please, don't say Justin Bieber's better than Eminem.
Eminem.
That is a facepalm.
You are a facepalm.
That is a facepalm.
I just want an attractive girl. It's like, I'm sorry, dude. When you're like not attractive at all and an asshole, it's just not going to happen. You're not going to get an attractive girl.
Yeah, he is an asshole.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But there's plenty of attractive dudes that are assholes that get attractive girls, though. But when you're like him, you have to be a nice guy to get an attractive girl.
Yeah, exactly. You have to use other skills.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was actually my favorite video of his. Like, his argument boiled down to, you know, don't go for the attractive types. Just go for me, baby, please.
Yeah.
Eminem might be 40, but damn, he still has talent. His number 2 reason, Justin Bieber is mature and hot. Eminem is so skinny. What the fuck? What kind of crack are you smoking?
I think there's only one kind of crack, actually. I've never heard of like varieties of crack.
No, dude, the Beast is a crack connoisseur. He knows his shit,
what
dude.
kind?
How do you think he got to this point?
Hot dog flavored crack.
Good point.
Is this some of that Mississippi glass?
Yeah.
It's Canadian crack, dude. It's high
Yeah,
end.
It's not crack's not real big down here anymore. It's meth. So yeah.
Meth. And meth actually is glass, so.
Yes.
Yes. Good one.
No, literally. Justin Barrel, what kind of
Sounded
crack
like a
are you
fucking
fucking
gunshot.
smoking?
Caught me off guard.
Justin Bieber is mature?
He's mad about Justin Bieber.
Look at what he fucking did, dumb shit. You think Justin Bieber's mature? No, man. He's a fucking pussy.
The beast has spoken.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber's a goddamn pussy. Stop fucking saying that Justin Bieber is so hot.
Wow, you hear how annoyed he is? It's like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I'm totally a straight guy, but compared to you, I can tell a girl would go for Justin Bieber over you easily.
Yeah, he hates Justin Bieber, man.
Even what?
I do too, but it's a different story.
I'm indifferent to Justin Bieber. Like I usually forget that he even exists, and then I'm reminded that I'm like, oh, that person exists, but I don't give a fuck.
I'm the same way. I'm bi, but I would fuck Justin Bieber above fucking the Beast any day.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Who do you guys hate more, Justin Bieber or Paul or Jake Paul?
Oh, Jake Paul's way more.
Probably Jake Paul.
Yeah.
I would say
because he fucking takes up half the YouTube front page.
Yeah.
I would say Justin Bieber actually has talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jake Paul does not. Jake Paul does not have talent. Jake Paul has like douche talent. It's interesting, like, because me and Jake Paul are kind of from the same part of the country and everything. So he's like that typical like Ohio like douche kind of guy. When I look at him, I'm like, yeah, that's, you know, Ohio douchiness to its extreme.
Yeah. He seems like it, man.
Yep.
What are you, gay for Justin Bieber? You must like to suck his dick. Eminem is so skinny. Eminem was always like that. And he still has more talent than Justin Bieber.
Why does it matter?
Your number 3 reason. Justin Bieber can sing, rap, write songs, play instruments, and dance. Eminem can only rap.
Wow.
Well, that's what Eminem fucking does. He raps.
Waps.
Rapping is talent. If you know what you're doing. Justin Bieber doesn't know what he's doing.
Hey, Ted Haggard in the chat. Fuck you. I am not judgmental, bitch.
Well, you just judged him.
I you know what? I judge him. I am judgmental of him.
Oh, okay. You don't like Haggard?
Yes, I'm not a fan of Ted Haggard. Well, wasn't that a preacher, Ted Haggard?
Jimmy Haggard. Well, yeah, Ted Haggard. It might be, yeah. I was thinking Swagger.
Jimmy Swaggart. Yeah, who's Ted Haggard? That
Yeah, I
name
just looked
sounds
up Ted Haggard. It was actually an evangelical.
He was gay, right? He was gay, right?
He was a pastor. I don't know if he was gay.
I think that's what had a big controversy because he was having sex with guys and he had to leave the church and all that. They kicked him out of the church. I think that's the guy, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought so. All right, so we're going to take a quick, not really a break, but I'm going to remind everyone that I am auctioning off a flag.
Not that flag. Another flag.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just take a piss really quick while you do that.
Thanks for that update.
Can we listen to it?
No, you can't.
There you go.
I gotta get up on the couch. There we go.
There you go. It's a good flag, y'all. Y'all should bid on that flag. bid on it right now.
Yeah, basically any money you decide to contribute during the stream goes towards your bid. And I'll just run down the standings that we have right now. We have JKTIM with $275. And that's in first place. Mr. Six Figs with 120. Or actually, no. You know what? I don't know why, but for some reason it broke up Queen Tide Pod into two. So for 155 in second place, $155, we have Queen Tide Pod. Mr. Six Figs, 120. Morton Uvlar for 113. And then Skeptical Jesus is actually in fifth place.
He's a good guy.
He didn't even do that intentionally. He was just giving me money for playing his game.
Yeah. I like Skeptical Jesus. Pretty cool dude.
Someone said it's backwards. No, I was probably just holding it backwards. It's a very thin flag. So I think I was just holding it the wrong way. It doesn't, it's not printed on both sides. It's a one-way printed flag.
Boom. Cool. Get your bids in now. Do it. Tip.
Yeah, we'll see if it comes in. What do we have next? Is Swegta back yet?
I don't think so.
He's
Damn.
taking a shit.
I bet he's taking a fat dump now.
Yeah, big old steaming shit.
I think he's lying and that he's just Danish instead.
He's fapping right now. He's jerking off. He's a Danish man jerking off right now on the toilet.
All right.
Dude, I just got back as you said that.
4 Vanessa Hudgens' Eyes Only. This is an audition of some romance and anger and a little bit of a sing-along.
This is me on my first date.
That's how you behaved?
Yeah, dude. I took some advice from the master.
Who?
Chris Chan. Who else?
Huh?
My name is not Ian Brandon something.
That's how I introduce myself every time.
Am lonely, so that's why
The voice of an angel.
need
Hell
a girlfriend.
I need a girlfriend.
He needs a boyfriend-free girl.
That's right.
He needs a boyfriend-free boy.
I think now, which is weird because Chris made these videos about how being gay was evil and against Jesus
Dude,
and stuff like that.
You know what that
back in the
is?
day.
That is just like the whole, me thinkest thou doth protest too much. That's really what it comes down to. It's the same thing as Ted Haggard. It's like, you just need to accept the dick and you'll be happy. Don't worry about it.
Accept the dick.
Yeah, accept the dick.
Like to make a wish, I got Elvis. Would you like to make a wish, I got Elvis? Would you like to make a wish?
No.
Catch all power.
Look at all that shit in the room, though, man.
Yeah.
So much
oh my God.
shit.
You should have seen the rest of their house. All right. Basedshaman, you know about the house, right?
Oh yeah. It's
How would you
bad.
describe it?
It's disgusting, man. Shit everywhere.
Are they like hoarders or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. Actually, it was a huge fire hazard, and that became proven when their house
caught on
burned
fire.
down.
Yeah.
See, I actually don't know much about this person.
Wasn't it because fucking Chris attempted to make coffee in his bathroom?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh man. Damn.
God damn.
This would be in my super mode. If I actually had the superpowers. But I don't in real life. One way, 2 ways.
Oh,
Oh man.
oh,
Did we get a sack shot? Did we get a sack shot?
I think so.
Give me a break. You know what? I don't want to be back in this situation where I'm that desperate.
Situation
with individuals.
Go as far as to pay $100 for a damn hooker.
I had the next shot.
Oh, dude,
Pay
Clyde
$100
Cash.
for a damn hooker.
I can't even stand to look at it. All those damn freckles. You're a freak.
Oh, why are so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? The ones we hurt are you and me. We've been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Do you applaud Mr. Kendrick?
Dude, you know that actually, what was it, Coolio? He actually got pissed off because Weird Al Yankovic parodied that song. Imagine how he would feel about Chris Chan doing it.
You know, I met Coolio one time.
You did?
Yep, in Philadelphia. The first time I went there, we stayed at the same hotel. I also met Tone Loc.
Oh, wow, thing.
Yeah, okay, comedy now. Yeah, it was cool. I mean, Coolio was nice. He was a nice guy.
Sweet.
Yeah. I kick your ass at Missy Lele.
I recycle my own semen.
Oh, and how about this? I get angry. Fuck abstinence.
Take a shit.
The real metal has been made out of Crayola fucking model magic. I want everything about
my house off the internet.
I'll send in detectives. I'll send in police. I'll send in everything in my power to get it off the internet.
Here comes Bob.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Yes. Shut that goddamn thing off.
I will buy his lights out.
Do you realize? Do you
realize?
Yeah, his dad was like old enough to be his grandfather.
Yeah.
You know what I love about this video is the fact that Bob, his father, actually tells him, like, you know, if what is it, the council, or what would you call it, the people in charge of, like, you know, the health of the housers and residents and such, like what do you call them?
I don't know.
Fuck, I don't know. Like the health inspection department. Like if they actually see this video you put up of our house on the internet, they'll condemn our house and we'll have to move out.
Yeah.
It's like you're basically admitting to fucking up royally on this video, and it's online as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm surprised they actually were like allowed to stay there.
If the health department of Greene County sees those videos that you put on the damn internet, they could condemn our house and we would have to move out of it.
Cool. What is totally not cool, though, is thinking or doing these things which are very harmful to you and definitely will gross out those around you that don't do it.
Wait, hold on, pause it. In the very same fucking video, he talks about drinking his own cum.
Yeah.
I just want to point that out there, and then this plays. Okay, fine, let's proceed.
I haven't done it, and I don't like it doing either of them. You should avoid at all costs smoking, drinking alcohol.
So what do you have right now, Chris?
Long Island iced tea. If you're a young
So Chris was getting drunk?
gentleman, I recommend buying yourself a My Little Pony figure of your favorite color or whatever. Because that's what you deserve, you goddamn womanizing, raping, trolling, stupid, pickle-suited nigger.
Damn.
Ow!
War is never the answer.
He used a hard R, man.
Never fight.
Well, I mean, in his when he was on his love quest, and he had his list of things he wanted from a boyfriend-free girl that he would wear while he would stand in the lobby of his community college. One of the requirements was white.
White, yeah.
Yes, must be white.
Sure was.
Damn.
Your fame and fortune shall fall just like these twin towers.
Oh my
They go
God.
tumbling down with an airplane. Compliments will get you fuzzy wuzzies. War gets you prickly wicklies, as well as punches that get you those too. Look at it. Look at it. I'm having sex with 3 women, and you know what? The one in the middle is half and half. I hate Christian Western Cheddar because he is a lazy slob. The money is wasted on him. He doesn't have to work for this money. Damn him. I love dykes. Dykes. China. I'm straight. It's okay to be gay. Let's rejoice with the boys in the gay way.
This is good shit, man.
Yeah.
Damn. If I see a dick, I just look away with a moment of being freaked out. And it's not dangerous at all to let farts out. You know it's okay to be different. You know, sometimes we have our accidents, we poop ourselves.
Chris, we gotta talk.
How often does he poop himself?
Yeah, then we end up with dirty pants. Hey, I know I've had my accidents. They're mostly stress-induced. If anything, holding farts in, there's a chance of getting hemorrhoids or or possibly doubles the risk of colon cancer. Almost did, but fortunately I was able to make it home in time. But there was another time where I actually did happen to be where I pooped my pants in public. It was just stress-induced and it couldn't be helped. It just came out quick. I mean, it was a very uncomfortable ride home that day.
I call me the real name that has been given to me, and up there at Regency Square Shopping Center during 1989. You damn mocking bastard!
What the hell is he even talking about there?
Who knows? Who fucking knows? I guess the Chris Chan documentary got taken down. Did you hear about this?
Aren't there like several of them? So which one?
No. There was the comprehensive one. It got up to like 12 episodes.
Yeah.
And the creator of it, he made a video addressing why it got taken down. Here it is.
Hey and hello, my name is Gino Samuel, and if you're watching this, then you're probably wondering what the hell just happened. Well, my channel, Gino Samuel 2, has been striked 3 times and is now terminated, or suspended at least. And with that goes every single Christiana Comprehensive History episode. So yesterday, Part 10 was flagged for bullying and harassment, which kind of understandable, but still I disagree with that. And then, like an hour later, Part 6 was taken down, also for the same reason, and I really don't quite get why. And then about 24 hours later, the entire channel got taken down. I've appealed the decision, and I haven't gotten a response yet, so we'll see what happens with that. Now, the only reason
welcome
that
to YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a problem with this videos. The information's already there, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's the ability for anyone to flag down any channel for basically any reason, really.
Yeah.
I mean, YouTube presumes guilt above innocence, regardless of like who you are or what you're doing. I mean, I've been on this website for like 12 years. I know this fucking shit by now, and it's stacked against the person uploading the video for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is because of my bullying and harassment, which I'm pretty sure that most of you will agree that I was not harassing anybody, and I was definitely not encouraging any bullying of Chris Chan. So this is definitely not the first time that anything like this has happened, and it definitely won't be the last. Some people have drawn comparisons with what happened with Logan Paul, and saying that if that's allowed, then why is this not allowed? But considering that the Logan Paul incident happened first, I'm kind of thinking that maybe the Chris Chan series would still be up if it wasn't for Logan Paul.
No, you know what this is? Like, honestly, this is like it. You have this fucking pretty boy Disney star versus this unknown fucking person who just happened to upload a popular video that got flagged too many times. That's really what you have. You have this giant mega corporation versus somebody who just uploads on their own. And of course, YouTube is going to side with the mega corporation because they've got their interests financially.
Mm-hmm.
The deal with YouTube these days, it seems like they have this sort of out of sight, out of mind policy when it comes to their content. So even if I just simply address the bullying and harassment that was taking place, that was deemed inappropriate. And another interesting point is that pretty much every single video or like a clip that was in the documentary series is already on YouTube in one form or another. And that's including the controversial Blue Spike Julie reveals himself or herself moment. And that's still up. And I'd say that the issue is that this series has been getting a lot of attention and has definitely been pushed by the YouTube algorithm into people's recommended lists. And
that's because it's good, and I pretty much I made a recommendation of this months ago, and a lot of people have come back to me and been like, "Yeah, I've watched it, and it's pretty." It's hard to say it's good, but it is. It's you can't stop watching it.
It was very well done.
I guess yesterday, someone from YouTube actually looked at it and didn't like what they saw. And they didn't like that kind of content being pushed to other people, and this is not the kind of YouTube that YouTube wants to be. That's their mentality, I guess. But what I'm most sorry about is that the show has developed a really strong following, and a really emphatic following, and they really like what they see, and I'm very grateful for that, and it's unfortunate that they won't really have it so easy anymore. Now, fortunately, because of yesterday's events, I've uploaded every single episode onto BitChute, which is a kind of YouTube-like video hosting site, but with a lot less restrictions on what you can and cannot say, even when it shouldn't be that controversial. And apart from this video and maybe a few others in the future, I will definitely not be uploading any Christian-related content onto here, because I've had this channel for a long time, and I really would hate to lose that 8-year-long YouTube legacy. And also because of...
Was he about to cry, or was he just sniffing?
Yesterday's
Both?
events, I've started working on a Geno Samuel website, which would be a hub for everything Geno Samuel related to. And hopefully I'll see you soon.
All right.
Okay,
whatever.
so to summarize, YouTube is fucking this guy over.
Yeah.
Big surprise.
Yeah.
And it was a successful video series. People liked it. It was well made. And Chris Chan, I mean, PewDiePie made a Chris Chan video. Is that still up? Did that get taken down? I bet if I look for it right now, it's still
doubt
there.
it. I mean, like, you know, you're comparing PewDiePie to this small-time YouTube creator. I mean, like, which is Google gonna side with, PewDiePie or this guy?
Yep.
Hey, Faye family. I pray you're doing well. I bet you're having a better day than me. As you can see from the title of the video, I just this morning lost my wallet with $400 in it.
I lost my wallet. You know what? The last video I watched of him, he was like, God is real, and I'll tell you why. I got into a car accident, and I thought my car was fucked. And then I realized that I had actually bought better insurance than I thought I had, and God did it.
Yeah, isn't, like, actually, I recall him saying during one of your debates way back that everything is part of God's plan. So God planned for Mario to have his fucking wallet stolen. So,
yep. Thanks,
you know, it's
God.
a win-win, whatever.
And the reason I'm making a video here, not just wanting to talk
Hallelujah.
about my personal problems, there's actually going to be a lesson tied into all of this, okay? So stay tuned. I'm going to talk about why these things happen and how we can deal
you
with
left your
them
wallet unattended,
in
you
our
dumb
lives.
fuck.
Okay? But basically, this morning I woke up, and actually the story is last night I ended up selling a personal item of mine. Some guy online finally called, brought over this envelope with the money. I took the money that was in this bank envelope into my wallet, and this morning got up and decided I was gonna go get a breakfast, and it was really nice, and I seen a whole bunch of Canadian geese, and I took a picture of them and got out of my car. And I'm thinking it's at this point that the wallet fell out of my car. It was
Car.
near the bike path over there.
My car. Yeah, that's Canadian.
So there was a lot of pedestrians, and by the time I realized, because that's the only spot that I got out of the car, I went back and I couldn't find it. So I'm thinking when I got out and I checked my car inside and out, there's nowhere else. So I lost my IDs, I lost a significant amount of money, and yeah. So what a great way to start your day. So I wanted to.
I'm sure people know of this already, but the Bible basically teaches that, you shouldn't really hold on to wealth. You should be valuing charity and giving away money to people who need it.
Oh shit, it's Mr. Six Figs. But now his name is just Six Figs. Dude, you're not on top when it comes to the flag right now. I hope you know that. You're not in first place.
Yeah, the bird is.
Yep.
JKTIM, yeah, Dusty the Cockatiel, $275, first place.
I gotta catch up.
And you're at 120. You're in third place right now, Mr. Six Figs.
Talk about this and how do you deal with it? Obviously, it's frustrating. First of all, why do these things even occur from a biblical perspective? Well, it's because we're fallen. It is this world that we experience, we need to recognize from Scripture, it is fallen. Therefore, we have to anticipate stuff like this happening. I'll
tell you what, if Streamlabs won't let you donate more, let me come up with a solution to that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
After Adam and Eve sinned against God and the fall happened, we now had a world where, for example, a rose has a thorn. And we have experiences where you stub your toe in the morning.
Oh my God. Every rose has its thorn.
Damn, I am showing my age tonight. I done talked about Richard Marx and Poison.
Richard Marx, dude.
And Poison.
You lose your keys right before that super important interview that you got to get to, and you can't show up on time because you couldn't find your keys. I mean, right? How many times in our lives
I really do. I want to
do we go through stuff like that? It's like all the time. And the reason is it's a part of the fall. This experience is not going to be the same in heaven. We're not going to be in heaven stubbing our toes and losing our keys and all these things. They're a consequence of the fall.
This is Mario blaming Adam and Eve for him losing his fucking wallet.
Fucking Adam and Eve.
Benjamin, I'm about to do some Special K.
Enjoy your Special K.
The Special K, man.
You about to eat some cereal?
Oh, no, I'm about to drink some Special K.
It's like ground up Special K.
I mixed it with some liquid. Yeah, man.
Everybody's doing it.
Cheers.
All the cool kids are doing it?
All of them.
That must mean I should do it too, right?
Yes.
This is the after school special. All the cool kids are doing it. I want to be cool too.
Don't be a dweeb, Ben.
Dude, if YouTube punishes you for it, you could blame Adam and Eve.
Yeah. And tell them every rose has a thorn.
You know, I could have sworn that I was given a way to create a PayPal link. Like a direct PayPal link.
Yeah, you can get one. I have one.
I'm not even sure how to do it.
Oh, shit. I forget.
Yeah,
he says, they don't have to like type in your email or nothing to just go there and put the amount and drop it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the reality of the world that we live in, that is a fallen world. So
Mario,
one of the things that I do when I
again.
Yeah, and people, you got to realize about this flag. You're talking about a lot of big time YouTubers are going to sign this flag. I mean, like major YouTubers like Boogie and other ones. I mean, that's the same deal I did with my flag. I'm getting as many people as I can to sign it. It's gonna be a good. It's gonna be a good little item to have if you like YouTubers. It's a great item to have.
Stub my toe or lose this is, I reflect on the fact that
Ben,
it's because of sin
PayPal.me.
that
That's what you do, Ben.
I'm experiencing this, and I grieve over my own personal sin. Now, I don't believe that something I'm doing could cause that, you know, for me to lose my wallet. We look at Job. And in the Bible, he went through all sorts of trials and difficulties. But when I do, I reflect on the fact that, okay, this is happening because I'm in a sinful world, and it makes me reflect on how awesome heaven's gonna be, because there's not gonna be any of this. I'm not gonna make a video in heaven to be like, hey guys, what's up? I just lost my wallet. Now today I gotta go get a whole bunch of ID, and that honestly, that's the more annoying part. The money, whatever, it's to have to get all my driver's license and all the identification cards and everything that was in my wallet. That's more frustrating, you know? That's what this is. It's a frustrating.
I didn't know I was muted. I've been sitting here talking and I was muted.
And we all go through them.
The PayPal.me, Ben, I don't know if you heard me earlier. That's what it is, PayPal.me. Mom, I wish Mario would just admit that he's a gay guy. His life would be so much easier and better. He wouldn't have to be a dick.
I just kind of wish that he would admit that not everything is the fault of some secret society or society being against him, or even like Adam and Eve eating a fucking forbidden fruit. Like, just for once in your fucking life, just admit that you fucked up somehow. You lost your wallet. It happens. I've been there. I've done that. Like,
it was the devil. It was the devil.
There's a ribeye Jenkins sighting in the chat room.
Yeah, it couldn't just be that it just fucking slipped his mind for a second. It had to be some... God damn it.
Yeah. Well, you know, he really doesn't do the whatever anymore. It's mainly just about Jesus. He isn't saying the Simpsons are part of the Illuminati anymore, I don't think.
Yeah, because the views are dwindling, that's why.
Well, it's because YouTube would kick him off for saying it.
I'm going to post my link in the chat here in this.
Yeah. And post mine too. They can give me money.
All
if you want to contribute,
go through them regardless. And you can just anticipate it. God will be there.
This question reads, chronic illness, difficult marriages, losing a child. Doesn't God want me to be happy?
No.
God definitely wants you to be happy. Long term. Infinitely.
Long term. God wants you to be happy long term. Just like sometimes your kid might have to die. Sorry.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, you know, if I kick somebody in the balls and then like 10 years later I give them $1 million, it's like, I just wanted you to be happy long term, you know?
Yeah. It's like, you know, long term as in eternity, you get to go to magical fairyland where God will be there too, so it kind of sounds like you'll spend eternity blowing him, basically. That's how I always pictured heaven. Like, welcome to heaven. Here's God. Oh shit, like heaven is being with God, and basically you got to kiss God's ass constantly.
That's kind of like how I imagined it too, because like my mom's a Christian, none of my other family members are, but she is. So like when she told me about it, I was like, okay, so I'm going to this alternate dimension to bow down to this deity for all time. And she's like, yes. I'm like, okay, that sounds terrible. I'd rather die.
Right.
Yeah, like church, like a big church session, huh? Eternal church.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like eternal church.
No.
Yeah.
I could barely handle an hour.
But you get to walk on the streets of gold, bro.
I don't think it's worth
Deeply
it.
now, in and through those circumstances.
All right, I'm done with this shit.
Yeah, this guy looks like he touched a child's
Oh,
balls.
damn.
He really does.
Oh.
He does.
Have you guys seen this? This is when Kendrick Lamar had a white girl come up on stage with him to like do a song.
Oh, yeah.
And the song has the N-word in it like a bunch of times. And she's just singing it like the way it's supposed to be. And then he gives her shit. And basically turns this crowd of thousands of people against her, which is kind of
an asshole.
I told you every time.
Swear I got
Rules and Crips all got along. They probably got me down by the end of the song.
I don't want to like get a flag, but we'll hear a little bit of it. You heard that one, right?
Yeah. One strike.
And he's like, wait.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Am I not cool enough for you? What's up, bro?
No, look, we gotta base our language on skin tone because that's the non-racist way to go about things, right?
It's part of the lyrics to the song.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he invited her to come on stage and do the lyrics to the song, right?
Dick move, bro. That's a dick move.
And then he's like, no, you should have known better. You should have cut out the lyrics that you should have just known to cut out.
You should have just not sung the lyrics I wrote to this song that I'm making you sing, don't you know?
Right.
Oh, man.
Should have brought a black girl up.
Right.
What's up?
My boy Rohan kind of knew the rules a little bit.
Will's just really cool, bro. You have to work.
You gotta bleep one single word, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I do it?
Yeah, you did it.
I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
Should she stay up here, y'all?
No, please keep me up here. I got you. I'm sure I'm an artist. I'm used to singing it like you wrote it, bro.
You sure?
I swear.
You got it?
I promise.
Sorry about that. Crips all got along. They probably got me down by the end of the song. Seems like the whole city go against me every time I'm in the street.
What a fucking terrible song, by the way.
Oh, man. That's sad.
I think she does still say it anyway again, and then like they get pissed and.
It's over. Make some noise for Rohan one time.
Yeah.
She almost said it.
All right.
Damn. I wonder if that was planned, though, like to stir things up a bit.
I don't think so. I think
so?
it was just stupid, retarded bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. That's just how I feel about it.
Yeah, I don't like this world anymore.
Yeah.
Must be this black to say this word.
Yeah, like what percentage? I mean, like this girl was probably 0%, but
That's what I'm asking though. Like, if somebody could provide me with like a bare minimum amount of blackness to say a certain word, that'd be great because then we can establish that at least.
That's how I feel about fatness. Like, how fat do I need to be to get the fat privilege? Because I know Billy has the fat privilege. Dude, I've known so many people that have fat privilege.
I don't have no goddamn fat privilege.
Oh, fuck you, dude. Fat privilege is totally real. It is real.
Okay, well, tell me what fat privilege is.
It's when fat people favor other fat people.
Oh, well, you know I don't do that.
Yeah, I don't think you do.
No. I insult fat people all the fucking time. I did a video that went viral saying the big fat lie, remember?
That was a good video, actually.
Billy's like, I want to see what this guy's doing. He's just fatting around over there. That's cool. Yeah. He literally said fatting around.
Yeah, Billy insulted one of my videos with that because I made fun of a fat chick because I said she shouldn't wear those. And he's like, well, she can wear what she wants, but her fucking rolls are every goddamn wear. Fat people need to know how to dress. I don't walk around my shirt off. Nobody wants to see that shit. I don't even want to see that shit. It's
Fat
me.
bias.
Oh my
As
God.
a believer of Jesus Christ,
Oh man, Ryby Jenkins let herself go.
I take authority over that storm, trying to build and become very destructive in the Gulf of Mexico. And I say to you, storm, you will diminish. I command the millibars. That is the pressure. I command
Dude,
the
you know
high
what? People like this people like this woman, they need to like establish the scenery before they get into their crazy bullshit. Like, okay, I have this thing right next to me,
Birthday
this
balloons.
smiley face balloon. Yeah, just explain what this is before you get into it, because I'm just gonna be pondering what all of this means before I actually listen to you.
Yeah. Who is she? Is she a figure of some sort?
It's my mom.
It's Ryby Jenkins.
Yep,
Ryby
that's right, babe.
Jenkins.
That's yeah.
Yep.
Pressure in that storm to rise. What happens when we do that? It begins to suck the life out of that storm. That storm is driven by warm weather and water. And when it's like that, it will feed off of that, and it makes it stronger and stronger. When we command the millibars to rise in that storm, it actually sucks the life out of it and it crushes it. It's like it
So is this
crushes
like
it.
an unreleased Heaven's Gate cult tape or something?
I have no idea. It's weird. It's okay. I'm skipping it. I can't even handle it.
Oh,
hey.
no, I hate
Come on in the room, y'all. Come on in
Oh,
the
hurry.
room. We got to talk. We is
Where's
going
Jesse?
to war, y'all. We is going into war.
Why does he have to do this camera like that?
Uhuru, Bobby. That reminds me, let me get my bar.
I wish he'd fall.
I hope the ceiling collapses.
Yeah, ceiling fan falls right on his head.
Uhuru Marquise, Uhuru Sarah, Uhuru hashtag, Uhuru Alikia. Shared, hashtag shared when you shared it. Hashtag shared when you shared it, y'all. So, as y'all know, I am eating healthier. I tried those kind bars. They were horrible. Bobby, one of the viewers and a comrade of mine, sent me some bars to try, other healthy bars to try. So, we're going to try it. This is Coolie Coolie, Moringa Superfood, Blackberry, gluten-free, vegan, and all not...
So it's like made from dirt then.
This
not good.
I don't want what.
So deep, so deep, so deep. That's just so deep. Okay, y'all. Yogi, these quotes, I cannot. I'm over here getting shot by the police, drinking poisoned Flint water, ain't got access to my own resources, but I'm supposed to communicate sacredness.
You didn't get shot by the police.
I don't know if I can handle him today.
Revolution is the only solution. There you go with your sacredness.
I'd rather hang with
There's your
Digby.
sacredness.
All right. Let's talk about something else.
My foot,
please.
Yeah. I think I'm going to take a break from the videos just for a second to remind everyone. I now have a PayPal link. I'm going to put it in the description.
Oh yeah.
I would give you like one of my grand speeches, but I don't have one right now.
What's your grand? Oh, yeah. Well, you know, you can't kind of force that. It has to be natural.
Ben, you're so amazing. You know, you saved my life, Ben, by your words, bro.
Bro.
Just being here and watching you, man. It's amazing.
Right now.
What's your grand? All right. Let's see. Oh shit. All right. I guess we're getting into the news now.
We're back with our politics lead. President Trump throwing his weight behind a Republican candidate for Senate, a candidate that many other Republicans call too extreme. This morning, Mr. Trump fully embraced Corey Stewart, celebrating Stewart's primary win last night, writing, quote, "Congratulations to Corey Stewart for his great victory for Senator from Virginia. Don't underestimate Corey. A major chance of winning." Stewart's nomination has alarmed many Republicans in Virginia and elsewhere. After all, one of Stewart's primary opponents, Green Beret combat veteran Nick Freitas, had urged Virginians to, quote, "reject Corey Stewart's dog whistling of white supremacists, anti-Semites, and racists." Stewart is known for his championing of Confederate symbols and his ties to several unrepentant bigots, including organizers and participants in the Charlottesville rally last year. Here's Stewart in 2017 at the so-called Old South Ball.
Old South
Bring that flag out here. I'm proud to be next to the Confederate flag. Over my dead body when I am governor of Virginia, are we ever going to take down the statue of Robert E. Lee or Stonewall Jackson?
After that speech, Stewart proudly accepted the endorsement of Richard Hines for his gubernatorial campaign. Hines is a leader of the neo-Confederate movement who has attacked UN Ambassador Nikki Haley as, quote, South Carolina's Sikh Hindu governor, who he said had, quote, opened a Pandora's box of cultural genocide against all things Southern by Haley having the Confederate flag removed from the South Carolina Capitol. When CNN asked Stewart about Hines's endorsement last year, Stewart said he was, quote, not going to apologize for standing up against the oppressive political correctness.
I like how they show Donald Trump like with his thumb up, like, yeah, I like this guy. I like this Confederate
the
guy.
leftist media uses
I'm a super racist, yo.
in its attempt to silence their political opponents. Now, before that white supremacist rally in Charlottesville, Virginia last year, Stewart made several joint appearances with Jason Kessler, the white nationalist who organized the rally. Here are the two together in 2017. After that rally, in which a counter-protester, Heather Heyer, was killed by a white supremacist, Stewart blamed both sides.
You never hear is about the violence that was committed by the left. Now, there was a whole lot of left-wing agitators who went down there. There were left-wing politicians who showed up and decided that they were going to contribute to the violence.
Stewart even told the Washington Post that no
That's
apology
not a lie.
was needed, saying, quote, all the weak Republicans, they couldn't apologize fast enough. They played
let's
right
face
into
the
the
fact.
hands of
People
rally
hate
in
to
which a
admit that.
counter-protester.
People hate to admit that, but it's true. They did show up, and they were part of the violence. I mean,
Yes.
They were. They simply were, man. Antifa or whatever the fuck they showed up, and they were being. There's documentaries that show both sides doing it.
Those Nazi people have nothing to do with the Republican Party. There was no reason to apologize. And that's just two of Stewart's concerning ties. Last year, defending Alabama Senate candidate Roy Moore, after Moore had been credibly accused of sexually assaulting teenage girls, though Moore denies it, Stewart also revived the racist birther conspiracy against Barack Obama to promote a different conspiracy theory, saying, quote, the Democrats got cocky forging Barack Obama's birth certificate. Thought they could
Yeah, Democrats forged a birth certificate.
slip phony all-red yearbook fraud by on Moore for Senate. Sad. Now, many Republicans today are distressed about Stewart's victory. Senator Cory Gardner of Colorado told CNN that the National Republican Senate Committee, the group he chairs, has no plans to endorse Stewart. But it remains to be seen if any of this matters. After all, this is a man, Stewart, who called Republican gubernatorial nominee Ed Gillespie last year a cuckservative. A cuckservative. That's an insult that Virginia Republican Party Chairman John Whitbeck last year told the Washington Post is, quote, not acceptable in political discourse under any circumstances, noting that the term is, quote, used by white nationalists. Those white nationalists use the term, which combines cuckold with conservative, to suggest that Republicans who condemn racism like to watch their white wives cheat on them with black men.
I like how this has to be explained on the news now. Yeah. This is on television.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
That face he's making, too. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He apologized to DP on Twitter.
Yeah, he did.
Yep. Yeah, that was cool though. At least he did it. He didn't have to do that shit. Like if I would have been in his position, who knows? I probably would have been like, fuck those guys. I don't care. You know? Like, why does he have to give a shit? He's like an actual news anchor guy.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, but at the same time, if like a bunch of people are calling him out on bullshit, then he's gonna, either he can accept that responsibility.
Well, that
or
shows
he can
integrity. That shows integrity.
Yeah, like I'm gonna have this modicum of integrity this one time, I guess.
And by the way, I see somebody in the chat. I was not defending the white racists. I just said there were.
You do.
people-
You do. You do. You fucking. What? Do you still have the puppet of the little black boy hanging from your wall? Oh no,
My little buddy.
I'm gonna go fill my cup of water, and I'll be right back.
What's up, K3? What's up?
Kind of reminds me of Cousin Skeeter. You know about that?
Yeah. His name is K3, Kenneth Keyshawn Kennedy. Get it? KKK?
There you go. Oh, man. Yeah,
Anyways.
Yeah.
He was hanging from the wall at one point. People said I noosed him.
Oh, man. Damn.
He was just hanging around, you know.
One of the funniest moments on DP is when what's his name? Teddy Rubskin showed up, and somebody had a sock puppet, and I had K3, and it was an hilarious moment on DP where we all had because you had Rubskin and
we had all the puppets. I love that.
Dude.
Billy had his titty as a puppet.
Yeah, Billy was using his titty. Yeah.
Oh, man.
And it was just a funny moment, man.
And Joe took off his sock and used it as a puppet. I was the only one that didn't have a puppet.
Yeah.
Damn.
Ben used his dick as a puppet.
No, I can't do that on YouTube.
He jumped up and said, "This is Sir Dicksworth." That's a t-shirt, Sir Dicksworth.
The term means. Normally, Republicans in Washington, D.C. would distance themselves from the stink of such a candidate. But now Stewart has the most powerful Republican in the nation rooting for him.
Yeah, I mean, Trump's really afraid to piss off the racists.
Yes, he is.
I'm not saying Trump's racist. I'm saying, like, there's definitely racists that vote for him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He had a lot of them, a lot of pissed off white people voted for Trump.
Oh, man, they got so happy when he was like, the Mexicans are coming here, the rapists that, doing this and that, they're not even human.
I mean, the same thing applies if you're like a far left candidate running for president. You want to please the right crowds.
Yeah.
And if you fail to do that, then you're kind of fucked.
Well, all politicians lean to the people who put him in office, right? It's not right. This dude is an asshole. There's no doubt about it. But, Trump's being a politician here. That's what
President Trump. If there's one takeaway today from last night's key Republican primary races across the country, it may be tread lightly when it comes to taking on Trump. But what might that mean for the midterm? CNN's Tom Foreman has more on the Trump effect in full force.
This is crazy.
For Congress.
This shit is crazy. There is now a political phenomenon known as the Trump effect in these in the primary elections, because right now we're coming up on a midterm election, so there's going to be a lot of congressional and Senate seats up and a few gubernatorial seats as well. And right now we have Republicans running against Republicans in certain places in these primaries. And there's the pro-Trump Republicans and the anti-Trump Republicans. And it's crazy. The ones that disavow Trump are losing.
To get things done, not to go on CNN to bash President Trump.
In South Carolina, Republican Katie Arrington rode her praise of President Trump to a swift primary victory over incumbent Congressman Mark Sanford.
So this guy was the incumbent. He had already been elected by Republicans before. So there you go. Just based on their disagreements on Trump and his policies. So Republicans are doubling down on Trump.
Trump critic. The final push coming 3 hours before the vote. Mark Sanford has been very unhelpful to me. Vote Katie.
It may have cost me the election in this case, but I stand by every one of those decisions to disagree with the president.
Thank you, Virginia! In Virginia?
Want to stand with President Trump? There's only one choice.
Corey Stewart took the Trump train to victory by adding tough talk on immigration.
I seen a commercial the other day on TV before the elections the other day here in Mississippi where the dude was like, my opponent doesn't even like Trump. It's like, oh, that's so awful because he didn't like Trump. It's like that was his running point, that the other dude didn't like Trump.
controversial support for Confederate memorials, prompting celebration from the White House and sadness from a former lieutenant governor. I am extremely disappointed. This is clearly not the Republican Party I once knew. And just a week ago in Alabama, another incumbent Congressmember, Martha Roby, was forced into a runoff fallout from her criticism of Trump. At the Capitol, Republican Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, is trying to brush off the Trump effect.
That's just what happens in contested primaries.
But while just over 40% of Americans approve of the president's performance, among Republicans, that
Wait, hold on.
He's such an asshole, though.
They just said just 40%.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like 40% of the U.S. population. That's a lot of fucking people, if you ask me.
Yeah, but look at his approval rating among Republicans.
Twice.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, most of them are like up his ass, which
is high.
Donald Trump's popularity with Republicans is unprecedented.
We're in a strange place. I mean, it's almost.
And he's not. And he's not even a fucking Republican.
It's becoming a cultish thing, isn't it?
Tennessee Senator Bob Corker complains that now his party won't even back measures it supports unless Trump does too.
We might poke the bear. The president might get
Poke the
upset
bear.
with us.
Little president. He sounds like Barney Fife.
He fucking sounds just like I would imagine somebody named Corker sounds. Bob Corker.
But you're right, but he does sound like Barney Fife.
Yeah, the incredible Mr. Limpet.
Hey, yeah, Don Knotts was a fucking awesome comedian, by the way.
That's a classic film.
Hell yeah! You know, at one time he was the most paid actor in Hollywood.
Really?
Yes, at one time he was, because you know he did the
Andy
fish
Griffith.
cartoon.
Oh
he
yeah,
did
yeah.
Andy- yeah.
Yeah, the fish cartoon was the incredible Mr. Limpet.
Okay, but he also did that. Okay, I was like the shakiest gun in the West. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
that was
talking about some classic shit right now.
Yeah, the shakiest gun in the West is a funny fucking movie, by the way. And it
Wow,
was
there's
huge...
so many ostriches on the island. The brochure said there'd be only 2 ostriches.
As United States senators.
For some Republicans, the trend is a seismic, unwelcome, and unwise shift. But in the primary winners circle, the message is different. Get over it, get in line, get used to it.
We are the party of President Donald J. Trump.
So these are basically the people riding on Trump's coattail then.
Why don't you do that like an 80s hype guy, though?
If you like Trump, you'll like me.
Yep, that's where they're going with it. And
Okay.
they're going to run with it for the next 2 years after these elections are done.
What's the new guy think about it?
I think it's fucking stupid.
Not you!
Oh, okay, I still think it's fucking stupid though.
Yeah, they're using it to their advantage, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if it's gonna work for them, it's a good idea, isn't it? Good tactics they're using, huh?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, look, yeah, you got to work. Yeah, actually go with what works. And unfortunately, it works.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, I mean, you can talk about Trump all you want to talk about how dumb he is. The dude, he won. His strategy got him there.
Yeah, I'm not disputing his skill in terms of getting like elected and convincing people. I'm just saying I find the idea stupid that people think that it's actually like a good idea to vote for someone just because they align themselves with Trump.
I
Like,
agree.
yeah,
I agree.
yeah, you know, this guy, I agree with him. Vote for me. It's like, okay, well,
Yeah.
you're not even bringing anything new to the table.
that's
You're
what's
just kind of
gonna
riding
happen.
on.
Yeah.
I just
Especially
don't
when you
like the
have like
idea
a
of-
populist, you have a populist movement where someone's like through his own like popularity as a political figure becomes goes instantly to the highest elected office. You're just gonna have that where people can just be like, well, yeah, I'm in solidarity with our leader. you
Yeah, and
know?
then these fucking empty suit leeches are just gonna latch onto that idea.
And
And
it's
just,
so,
you know,
yeah, it's so hard to get someone from the other side to vote for the other side. We're so tribalistic, right? We're so stuck in our agendas and
We're
stuff.
polarized.
We're not. We're so blinded in tunnel vision that it sucks. But what can we do?
Yeah.
I just abstain from voting. That's what I do.
Hey, that's a choice, and I hate when.
Well,
look,
you don't
I-
even vote in our elections, so
Yeah.
whatever.
But But you know,
Well, I have my
understand-
own elections, and they're not too far apart from these, honestly.
Well, during the Trump-Hillary election, I did abstain. People got on my ass about it, said, "Well, that you shouldn't be able to complain." No, I'm the motherfucker that can complain.
I voted
Just
for
like
the I voted for the ultra far left candidate.
Did you?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, not like a communist or anything. I voted for Jill Stein.
Well,
who's-
Jill Stein would have been way better. Good.
She was
Lord.
a socialist, and
Yeah.
she does deny some science. She is kind of a science denier,
Yeah.
in some ways. But which is weird because she's also a medical doctor. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's strange that that's some strange shit, but she would have been better than the other two, I think.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, like Trump didn't have any government experience, neither did Jill Stein. So whatever.
No, I was a Bernie guy, but I wasn't part of the Bernie bubble. I kind of knew that he wasn't gonna get it, and he got fucked too. Don't get me wrong, he got fucked over, but yeah.
I voted for the Russian spies. Hey, does anybody else want the flag? If you want the flag, you got to bid on the fucking flag, dude.
Remember, guys, he's gonna get so many people to sign it. Big YouTubers, Boogie, Jeff Holiday, a bunch of motherfuckers.
I'll probably try to get like Ice Poseidon and shit like that.
Yeah, I was just gonna
too.
say, like, I bet you could up the price a bit if you got Ice to sign it.
You get a bunch of people sign it. And most people will sign it. You know, most people ain't assholes. They'll say, "Yeah, I'll sign your flag." Like me, I'm gonna get it.
I love it when that shit happens.
So there you go. Oh, I'll freeze again. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but yeah, like I said, it's really worth the money. It's really worth the money, though. A lot of people. So like I got mine.
What do you mean
know,
they're afraid to bid against you, Mr. Six Figs? You're not in first place right now.
Yeah, you're not winning, bro.
You're in third place right now.
Yeah,
Queen
Queen Tide Pod. You second,
Gotta
right?
step up your game, dude.
She's awesome, by the way. She's one of my favorite people.
So let's see where we are with that.
You know,
All right,
I did
so-
really well on my flag, by the way.
Yeah, you did like exceptionally well on your flag.
Yeah, ended up earning over $5,000 on it.
Fuck, man, I gotta sell some flags.
People don't like you though. No, I'm joking.
More people like me than you.
What? Damn.
I love you, dude, but you're fucking hallucinating now.
Dude, all bullshit aside, I dig you, Pimp Monk.
I
You're
dig
cool.
you too, little man.
Will you guys make out or what?
Yeah,
So
of course.
go
We're gonna
ahead and
cross beams.
send in your questions. Send in anything else you'd like.
By the
Pretty
way,
soon.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna give this dude some props. I didn't know who he was, but before the show started, I went over and watched the video where he was reading the guy's the message video. They're reading it. That was funny as fuck.
I
bro.
did that too.
The chat log.
Yeah, the chat log. That was
Oh,
funny
yeah.
as fuck, dude. You were hilarious, bro.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Can we please reach the goal? The goal.
Yes.
I think we can.
The goal.
$80.
$80, yeah. 10 people give $8. Boom.
Yeah, if there's somebody out there with $80 to spare, you could actually make this night by contributing that amount.
Or I like the 10 people with $8.
Yeah.
That's way easier.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And if you do it, Swegta will fly over to your place and give you a hand job.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll pay for it though. I'll do
I'm
it, but somebody's got to pay for it.
He's Danish, guys.
Not
Yes, he
fucking
is
Danish.
He is Danish.
I feel sick just hearing that.
He's very Danish. He's very, very Danish. I'm
It's
African.
almost like being called a Canadian.
Yeah.
It's like being American and being called a Canadian. Well,
But it's kind of like being called a Canadian who lives in a sewer. Like it's just way worse.
Denmark. Why is Denmark a sewer?
Because Denmark fucking sucks dick, dude.
So
I
does
went to
Michigan.
Legoland once and it fucking sucked. Somebody
Don't talk
stole
about
my
your
backpack
homeland.
when I was there.
Don't talk about your homeland like that.
It's not my homeland. My homeland's Stockholm, Sweden.
Stockholm, Sweden.
Stockholm, Sweden.
Why do you sound so American, though?
I don't know.
'Cause
I like.
he speaks it well.
He speaks that American.
Yeah, my vocabulary is way better in English than it is in Swedish.
Yeah, because I would have never guessed you were from there. I really wouldn't know.
Didn't Ben think I was a Canadian at first?
Nah, I don't know.
You do have a little bit of Canadian twist there. You could definitely pass for Canadian with your
My
accent.
care.
A boot.
A boot.
A boot.
Buddy.
Dude, we're going to kick Anaheim's ass next week, man.
I'll probably be going into LA at least once, too.
Oh, yeah. We got to go to LA.
We're going to do some live streaming.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Because I got a new phone that's pretty much ideal for live streaming now.
I got a Note 4, but I'll use it just live stream.
I have the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus.
Oh, nice. I heard they had great cameras.
Yeah. Yeah, there's basically two lenses on one side of it.
Cool. Yeah, dude, it's going to be great.
Damn.
It's going to be so much fun.
And even the front-facing camera is good.
Yeah. Did you buy your ticket yet, Ben?
No, honestly, I'm really low on funding right now.
Somebody buy Ben a creator ticket to VidCon right now. Send him the money, $250.
It's not gonna. I mean, it's been pretty stuck at $320, which is good. If we can get it up to the 400.
It sucks though. If you're gonna go, you need to go to the event, bro. I mean, it's not. I've been twice. It's not that great, but you can actually the networking thing.
Yeah.
The workshops suck. Honestly, I don't really.
I'm not going to a fucking workshop. Can I go to a workshop where I can yell at someone from YouTube?
Yeah. Well, see, there's a lot of YouTube representation, and I promise we can record it. I am going to confront some YouTube motherfuckers.
Okay, I guess I am getting a ticket then, because I have to get that on video.
I'm going to do it.
But then when the cops come, I'm running away. Just so
I'm not
you know.
going to beat nobody up or anything.
Well, I'll tell you what. They're going to be really, really on edge right now because a crazy woman came and murdered a bunch of their employees for no reason while they were having a smoke break.
Yeah, there's no fucking reason to handle it like that. But somebody needs to ask. What the fuck are y'all thinking? But the people that's going to be there, though, honestly, won't be the ones that's making all the major decisions. So I probably won't confront them. But if
should I get another should I get another creepy selfie of Anita Sarkeesian over my shoulder?
Yes, definitely. We both should with our tongues hanging out. Have Billy up there rubbing his big titties. And dude, I don't know if he knows the story about that, man.
I don't know. Who knows?
I'm telling the new guy here. See, what it was, Ben showed up at the same place as Anita Sarkeesian at the same time.
I was there for probably like a half hour before she showed up.
Yeah, and he took a selfie, and she was in the background, and then she accuses him of stalking her.
Oh, man. Damn.
She's a fucking crazy bitch.
Yeah, here's the original photo right here.
Creepy Ben.
And then it became kind of like a weird meme after that. Like you had this kind of stuff happening.
That's great though, man. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, she jumped on Boogie. I mean, she jumped on Boogie's ass.
Put me on that panel. Put me on that panel with her. I'll be on it.
Fuck yeah, I would say, dude.
Give me some time. Here's me. I'm creep shotting John Cena and Nikki Bella at the airport.
But I can't see him, so I don't know.
His time is now.
Yeah, I can't see the guy, so there you go.
I feel bad for Boogie though, because he's like
Strap
the most
in.
fence riding person ever. You know.
Yeah, but Boogie's a nice guy.
No. We had Boogie on the show and he was great.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, I'm not dissing on Boogie. I'm just saying like he's the most like, hey, let's look at all sides of the issue type of person.
I didn't know. Well, that's his public persona.
Yeah, he's
Sure.
It gets a bit, a little bit different.
Now, it's funny. I was like, I didn't know what to expect from Boogie. Boogie was one of the, probably as far as YouTube goes, the biggest person to ever be on DP ever.
Yeah.
And when he came on, he added our Skype and everything, and the first message he sent said, "Me gay."
Yeah. Yeah, he's a cool guy. Would you say that Cornette was the biggest guest you ever had?
I mean, as far as actual like nationwide recognition, yes, Jim Cornette. But not everyone knows who Jim Cornette is.
He ripped into you fucking guys.
Yeah, I'd say it's a tie between Jim Cornette, Milo Yiannopoulos, and Adam Kokesh.
You're getting tips, man.
Adam Kokesh, really? I could probably get Adam on again.
You should. I don't agree with everything Adam says, but I mean, like, he's an interesting guy.
Me and him both lived in New Mexico at the same time.
My favorite guest on DP is myself. But no, I really liked. I actually liked it when you had Milo on. I did. I don't agree with that. Like,
you know what? He was like, he was almost on again a second time before the whole controversy happened.
He may be the most.
And the
famous
problem
guy.
was there was a certain person that he didn't want to be on the show with again, and I will not mention their name.
Yeah.
But there was someone he never wanted to be on the show with again.
Yeah, when that happened, actually, I had a friend who asked me, like, do you think he's ever going to be on again? And I was just kind of like, no, there's no fucking way.
He may be the most famous guy you've had on.
At the time, yeah, maybe.
He's pretty fucking famous, dude.
Jim Cornette Dairy Queen incident.
Yeah,
So this is Jim Cornette in a like a sedan filled with wrestlers in the 90s, and they ordered some fucking food from a Dairy Queen, and
Chris
they
Jericho's
waited like
actually
yeah, he is.
You guys got like 2 months worth of footage now for the CCW.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to interrupt you, by the way.
We got up here.
Can somebody quickly explain what Dairy
Didn't know
Queen
whether
is?
to fix
Because
it or
I'm
not.
Swedish, so I don't know.
It's a burger and like shake and ice cream kind of restaurant.
We wouldn't have ordered it if we didn't want it fixed. Goddamn! What a fucking idiot! Is this a fucking comedy show? Does this look like a fucking comedy bus to you? You know what?
Jericho's egging that shit on, man. He's trying to get Cornette mad.
Hey! Don't you like me to goddamn come from that fucking...
All right, so this is where it pops off.
Here we go. Hey! We ordered the damn shit because we're hungry, not because we wanted to fuck around, so don't cuss me, you fucking ugly bitch!
Maybe we've been taping. Yes.
We've been waiting 15 minutes in the motherfucking line, you stupid son of a bitches, anyway! We order goddamn $30 worth of fucking food and sit here for 15 minutes and they don't even start fixing it till we get up here? Because they think we're fucking joking? We've been sitting here 15 minutes. They don't even start the order.
God, I love Corny. I love Corny.
I will say this though, this is like one of the few things Jim Cornette can actually do that other people can't. Because like if this was like, my dad in the 90s, people would be like, oh, this is so cringe. But because it's Jim Cornette, it's like, this is awesome.
Yeah, he is like, and it's funny when we had him on the show, he just insulted the fuck out of us for like 3 hours. And I just kind of like, we all kind of looked at each other like, damn, this is weird.
But he is one of the best talkers of all time.
Damn straight.
They didn't start a fucking thing.
I thought we were joking.
15 fucking minutes. Got to drive 200 fucking miles.
I thought we were joking.
That is Chris Jericho.
Bear, man.
Yeah.
God damn it. I'll kill someone.
What are you watching this for? You should be taping that.
Reason for existence. Then goddamn. Man of corny.
You ugly bitch. I can't believe you got that. It's so great. That's why it's good to have a video camera on you at all times. And oh yeah, this man, do not fuck with his order.
You've been very kind.
You
All right.
Not fuck with his order.
Yeah, so you ugly bitch.
I love corny.
Man, when you know what? We need to set up a time to play the DPRPG where it's me and Billy and Pimp Monk and our friend forever Evan LaFavor.
Yeah.
And Hellbent. If we can get Hellbent in there too, that would be cool.
He was on my show yesterday, by the way.
Oh, how great. We don't get Hellbent very often, but he's always on the Pimp Monk show. Oh, I see. Pimp Monk stealing my shit.
Well, you stole my flag idea.
Pimp Monk stealing all my shit.
Yeah, but yeah, that would be awesome. Us do the voices to our characters in the game.
Yeah. The dialogue's pretty good. It's well thought out. I'm like, yeah, maybe I would have said that.
You should set that up as some kind of like tip reward or something.
That's actually something you and I have in common. Because like I don't know why, but somebody featured me like in an RPG game as well.
How many peels have you taken tonight, Pimp Monk?
It's none of your goddamn business.
I notice a slur in your voice. So I know you've been taking them peels.
Well, I did take some kratom. Oh, I mean Special K. I feel a little bit, yeah.
Oh shit!
But I also did take, I did take my leg medicines.
I'm just gonna blame my slur on my accent.
Have you been drinking too?
Only, a few beers and ciders and vodka.
Oh man, like one of my favorite beers is Delirium. You know that it's from Belgium?
No, I don't. I know there's a movie called Delirious, but I don't know about Delirium.
The best beer, in my opinion, the two best places in the world for beer are Belgium and Germany. Like,
I believe that because I mean, like you have Oktoberfest and then you have Belgium, so of course,
Yeah, Belgium has like the classic beer that monks made, for centuries. Same thing with Germany too, though. There's like, it's by far, in my opinion, the best beer.
Yeah,
it's almost a tie.
I have not had a lot of experience with beer, but like the one that I prefer now is Norrlands Guld. It's a Swedish as fuck beer. It's actually blue and yellow with a moose on it, and that's it.
Moose.
Yeah,
I've never had Swedish beer. I had a friend the last time I came to Europe, I had a friend brought me some mead and stuff like that. Is mead made in Sweden or is that made in Norway?
I actually don't know. I've never had mead.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I'm new to this.
Really? I thought that was like Viking wine, basically. I don't know.
No, man. I'm 21 and I have like no friends, so of course, I'm new to this shit.
Damn, that's sad.
It is, but I'm just gonna face the reality and just be like, okay, well, here's the cards I've been dealt. Whatever.
I'm your friend.
You're my friend forever.
Yeah.
So
Sweet.
Here's the thing, then, Swegta. I need you to play a game with me. It's a free-to-play game, and I want to make it a series of gameplay.
Okay.
I need you to play with me, but I don't know. You might push. How do you feel about MMORPG?
I have not played any aside from the one that I'm in.
And what is that? Oh no, well, is that an MMO RPG though? Because MMO RPG is like like a massive multiplayer online.
Dude, I don't fucking know. It's like a game where like you fetch items and solve quests and shit. I guess it's an MMORPG, but it's not online.
Well,
so
there's
I don't know.
like, as far as I understand, I could be wrong. An RPG is like Final Fantasy. An MMORPG is like
it's like online, like RuneScape
World of
or some shit like
Warcraft.
that. Yeah, I guess it's an RPG then.
Okay. Yes. Would you? Okay. You should play the Star Trek RPG.
I've seen you play it on what was it?
It's
Rage
undergoing.
Feed?
It's undergoing a massive expansion right now, and they're adding like an entirely new class. And I'm gonna start like a new class. Like fleet. The Jomhardar.
The what?
They okay. They're called the Jem'Hadar. But I always think of like they took our jobs. So I'm like the Jem'Hadar.
Okay, what should I do with them?
Well, it's the same logic as far as like tanks and then people that do a lot of damage and healers. And you kind of come up with a balance of that. People who can do a lot of damage, people who can take a lot of damage, and then people who can heal both.
Heal. I'll do that.
What? Be a healer?
Yeah, I guess. I'll just back people up and be kind of like in the background, forgotten. Just like my life.
Damn, man.
I would say like anyone who watches the stream, you should join the fleet in Star Trek Online. It's a free game. If you enjoy Star Trek at all, it's like you're in Star Trek, basically.
By the way, can you like phonetically spell the thing you wanted me to join?
The Jem'Hadar?
Yeah.
Jemhadar.
All right.
2 words. And it's made up of 3 alien races.
Which ones?
Well, I'm sorry. The Jem'Hadar is a race in the Dominion, and that is made up of multi-alien races. The changelings, and then there's another one. I can't remember their names. I've been smoking.
That's a good 14, thing.
Yeah. So Basedshaman, yeah, sorry like that it's so like random here.
Oh no, it's all good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad you invited me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep. So we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being on, guys.
After show on my channel.
Oh damn, Pimp Monk. After show on his channel. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.